Hey, good morning. Saturday's Home and Garden program brought to you in part by the Michaelis Corporation. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it. Today, we are here at Sullivan Hardware and Garden, 71st and Keystone, for our Christmas holiday kickoff sale. Thank you very much. How's everybody doing? Allison, how about you? Let's start with you.
Oh, good. I'm so good.
She went to the Taylor Swift concert, so we won't be hearing much from Allison.
But she lost her voice before she got to the concert. There's a story there. That's what's weird.
I've been getting sick all week, and yesterday Hammer was making fun of me because I sounded like a 13-year-old boy.
Oh, boy, you do really sound
now it's
different.
Now it's worse.
Now it's worse.
It's like a goose or something.
Well, how
bad.
Boy.
But you got to go.
Yeah.
That is so amazing.
Was that a last-minute thing?
Do you want me to tell him the story?
Yeah.
Okay, so once upon a time, there was a girl named Allison.
Yes.
And Allison has already been to see a concert of Taylor Swift.
That's right.
And this particular concert, the last on the Eras tour, she didn't have a ticket for.
In her hometown.
In her backyard. The time was getting closer and closer to
Terry, it's a 4-hour. It's a 4-hour show, Terry.
Coming to Indianapolis.
I didn't even realize Allison was looking. And her
everybody knew Allison was looking.
Her birthday is coming up in a mere 20 days.
Right. But this has nothing to do with her birthday. All of a sudden, Ticketmaster drops more tickets.
Angela Ganot. I saw that. She was trying to get tickets.
Well,
but she wasn't Allison.
Cousin did. And she got 3 of them for an unbelievable price of barely nothing.
Yeah, face value.
Face value. And so what do we think about that? What do we think about something like that? Like Taylor, like Ticketmaster, just after people have paid loads of money, can't find a ticket, and then all of a sudden going to drop some tickets at face value.
There's a reason for that, because that happens a lot with sporting events. Once all the equipment is moved in, and then if they see it's like, okay, these seats aren't block view, or organizations returning tickets, for the opposing team, the opposing Taylor Swift team, return tickets.
Right, maybe, but how many would not go to this concert? How many would say, hey, you know what, I don't want that. I'm sorry I bought the tickets. I'm just going to get rid of them. Is that what you mean, or what do you mean?
Well, I'm glad they opened it up.
I think they put a base amount of tickets, and they're very conservative, and then once all the equipment, Taylor, there's 90 semis of equipment that go in, and all of a sudden they go, okay, wait a minute, these tickets aren't blocked. There's not restricted view, so let's sell those tickets and give people an opportunity.
Agreeing with you.
Yeah.
That's what happened,
As a tour,
that's what happened.
Wouldn't you know?
No, because every stadium is different.
But wouldn't you have people going ahead of time to check out the venue?
The only way you're going to do it is once the equipment's there and they get the sound, and they're hanging things down, and then they have to do. They got the boards. They do their.
Why
sound
are we
checks.
looking a gift horse in the mouth? This is a wonderful thing. They opened up more tickets.
They did.
I think they've done that in every city.
But for something
except for
like
one.
this,
So
Go ahead.
Ticketmaster dropped it Thursday. I got in the online queue. I was 28,000 people in front of me.
Okay.
That's better than voting.
that is unbelievable.
69,000 people were there last night.
I know everybody's having the best time.
69,000.
69,000.
69,000. It's a sight to behold. And she creates, anyway, to end Allison's story, then she got to go.
That is so awesome.
It's really awesome. But they're so loud in some places that they create an earthquake.
I read that.
Wow.
What's it called? A take or a
take? Take.
Well, Allison, I just think it's really, really cool. You said you were just going to stand in line and see what you could, snake out of there, but then your cousin is probably
great.
She rules.
That's great.
Yeah, good for you.
That's
good
right.
for you. So Allison won't be talking much today.
So happy.
Home and Garden, but we're pretty proud of her.
She can write me notes.
That's
and
right.
I've really learned to interpret her very well.
Yeah, you should have heard the interrogation before the show. It was pretty quick. Okay, I'll fill in the blanks. Okay. Yeah. And then Allison would give some hand gestures and point up and down.
So I thought it was all from singing and screaming, but now you're actually getting sick.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Right. Don't use that mic.
Okay.
Don't.
We need to.
So the second hottest ticket in town was the Sullivan Express tickets that went on sale.
Oh, my gosh,
I
at
forgot.
4 o'clock.
Yeah, they went on sale at 4
I had
o'clock yesterday.
a friend said that she didn't get the seats that she wanted, but she got it. They're okay. You know, that just, it was amazing how many tickets did you sell yesterday?
We sold 9,600 out of the 13,500.
So there's still some tickets left.
Yeah, there's still tickets left.
Unless you decide you want to drop some, like right out.
Yeah. Well, we do the same thing.
Yeah.
We do the same thing. But this is what somebody posted. I'm trying to see who it was. Kit Clance from, I don't know. Says, anyone else recovering from purchasing Sullivan Hardware Santa Express tickets? What in the panic-inducing hell was that? I thought that was very funny.
But did they give you extra bandwidth last year?
They did.
They finally opened it up for you. Did they do it again?
We use a ticketing software called ThunderTix, and we've always, we've had trouble because, so now we tell them when our ticket's going on sale, and it went really smooth. They had everyone go in a waiting room, and it was, the longest I saw was about 20 minutes to get in.
Oh, that's not awful.
Yeah. So.
I think it's funny they call it Thunder. The Boy Scouts
ThunderTix.
Boys always, growing up in Boy Scouts, Thunder always meant somebody was passing gas. And so the toilet was always known as the Thunder Mug. And here you have ThunderTix. So my mind is going a flurry, remembering back to my youth.
Speaking of, I wasn't planning on doing this right now, but you brought up flatulence. Poopery for this year, we have Balsam Bum.
Ooh.
Poopery is a before you go spray.
So this will smell like a tree.
Yeah, you
this will
spray.
smell like
we're
a
almost,
little bit of a tree.
We're almost out of that.
Oh, that
one.
looks like cherry Coke. What does that
This
smell?
is salted caramel apple.
Oh, I love that's my favorite.
Yep.
Salted corn. Wait a minute.
Yeah, salted caramel
You get
apple
off the
smell.
You get off the China throne and you smell an apples.
Yeah,
Yes,
like
you do.
somebody's baking a
So you
something
just
delicious.
you just spray it on the water.
Yeah.
Salted
Maple
caramel.
pumpkin. Have you ever
Oh,
been?
that's my favorite. Let me have. Can I try that one?
Yeah. Have you ever gone to? Have you ever been at someone's house and you're like, oh my gosh, I gotta.
Oh yeah.
So
I think it's a fantastic invention.
I know the gals, will carry a little bottle in their purse. Or sometimes the host will have it.
Have
Can I
you
spray? Is it okay if I spray this one? I know these are
spray it
just
the
to
other
smell it.
direction?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard the research that that's the first thing that really tests a marriage is when one party passes gas in front of the other, because they don't do it when they're dating usually, but that's a first test of a marriage.
This is fantastic. I love the smell.
And this one is the last one, sugar toasted toots.
Ooh, still smell that one.
Sugar toasted.
Like toots.
Oh, Terry, I feel like coming over here.
Like toots.
This is probably like a
T-O-O-T-S.
Like
cookie.
Toots and the Maytals.
Smells like
Yeah,
a cookie,
Toots.
I'll betcha.
That's a Jamaican team. Did you know? Or a Jamaica song team.
No.
Toots
I
and the
didn't know.
Maytals. Yeah, they're pretty good. Shoo-wee, ladies.
That's not as good.
Don't spray all that stuff. Spray it at Hammer. He could, Hammer's got the man smell going over there.
All these guys, they're so sensitive to smells. You know what I mean? I remember listening to Pat talk 30 years ago about candles and how much they stink. You'd call them stinky candles.
Stinky candles.
There should be a candle called Stinky Candle.
Yeah.
It could be your candle company.
How about like
Sullivan's Stinky Candle Company?
who was our guy? Kevin. Kevin gave me the grandma's ashes candle.
Yes, he did. Yes,
God.
he did.
That's so
there
bad.
were some ashes on the top.
So bad, but so funny.
This is Kevin from Kevin's Candles,
And
who
Crafts.
sponsors the
Candles.
Craft Corner, and
Yeah.
he was so kind enough to bring us candles.
Yep.
But Grandma's ashes, and I can only imagine how that was made.
So we're looking for the next sponsor for that. That sponsorship ran out. So now
Craft Corner. Yeah.
Yep. So now
please.
we're looking for a new sponsor.
Yeah.
Don't really expect to get another one for In the Weeds. You still have that sponsor in too?
I have an In the Weeds today that you, ladies and gentlemen, will
So
not
excited
believe.
about.
Oh, my gosh. It goes all the way to Chechnya, this one.
Really?
Oh, my gosh.
Is it any way that you could take up like a half hour?
I could take up a good 10 minutes, but it's going to require some participation from you all.
Okay, as long as I don't.
Because you don't have a dog, but Allison has a dog and Terry has a dog, and this involves dogs.
I have some beautiful plush dogs that we're selling here. And
by the way, the Christmas decorations have begun, and have you seen the Snow Mountain? with all the bears on Snowy Mountain.
You're asking me if I've seen it?
That's cool.
I'm here every day.
I'm looking at the ladies, but they're both looking at their phones. This is like conversations with teenagers.
They're talking to each other.
No, it's not. I really am looking. I'm trying to look today. Last week was the awful fire at HVAF. And it was such a heart for those folks. And watching that for hours burn was just awful. And so 50 veterans have been misplaced. And I believe out at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, they are collecting items.
I did hear that on the news this morning.
And I think that started just a few minutes ago. And I just am trying to make sure I have all the information before I tell you about it. But yes, I do believe they're out at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Allison. Yes. This is at Hoagies and Hops. This one in particular.
And they have always been great
15% of all the food sales today they have for HVAF in particular. Today, 15% of all food sales will be donated to HVAF of Indiana, helping veterans and families. Also collecting non-perishable food items, clothing, and hygiene products for the 48 veterans who were staying at their shelter on Pennsylvania.
Now, that's not 15% of profits. That's 15% of gross sales.
That's right.
What a lady. She's the best.
I do believe, and then is this one down here for, oh, wait a minute. Is there more? I'm so sorry. No, I do see a picture of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, I think. So there's something must be underneath there, maybe a little bit that they're doing. Anyway.
Hey, Tara, have they found shelter, new places?
They were staying in some hotels the night of, close by, and then they were probably going to be moving them to some of the other shelters that they have maybe some doors open, but everybody's pretty full right now. But it's such a small organization and fairly young for nonprofits, but the work that they've been able to do for homeless veterans and their families, because not just the veterans, but their families are there with them too. And so it can happen at any minute. And we have a lot of veterans that are on the streets right now, and mental health and physical health, their needs.
I always think really about our friend at the station who was
Danny McGowan
murdered down there.
Oh, no, not that one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He was he just kind of hung out. When we used to broadcast from the street level studio on Monument Circle.
Yeah.
I forget his name.
Yeah, I think his name was Steve, but I'm not positive.
He was a Marine.
Steve.
And he was a veteran. And he just always showed up. And, we'd always give him whatever.
He's part of our day. He was part of our day. You'd see him, and when you didn't see him, you wondered if and hoped he was okay.
And he had resources. He just chose to live on the street.
He did.
That was
he had mental illness. He had a Hello Kitty backpack.
He sure did.
And an FBI hat.
Yep.
And one night, some teenagers beat him to death.
They sure did.
It's like, it's like sometimes it's like, I know people go, well, they want to be homeless, but if you're mentally ill, do you really?
Nobody deserves what happened to him.
We shouldn't let our neighbors live on the streets like that.
Right.
It was in the alleyway behind the Sheridan, and that's where they held his memorial service, where he died.
Oh, is that right?
It was very precious. Jake came back for that.
Yeah.
I remember. I haven't told this story in a while, but on Sunday morning, Dick and I think this for Denny joined us. Dick and I would bring every other week. You'd bring the donuts, and I would always bring donuts from the donut shop, or better.
Yep.
Although those were really good. Dick would always get whatever was on sale at Kroger, and he brought in cherry flavored powdered donuts. And Steve was out the window, and then Dick walked to the door to give Steve, the homeless vet, a donut. And he looked at those things and just shook his head and walked away.
He did. It wasn't good at all. Hey, Allison, thank you. Allison brought up this information. I know we have to take a break, but it's Wish for Our Heroes and Indianapolis Motor Speedway. They're hosting a drive for non-perishable items and donations today at the Brickyard Crossing parking lot. So they're going to be collecting non-perishable food, hygiene items, socks, and other clothing, and they'll do that they're doing it now until 5 o'clock. So if you've got something that you can help the veterans, that would be awesome. Thank you, Allison.
There you go, 239-9393. We're coming right back. We're at Sullivan Hardware and Garden at 71st and Keystone, 93 WIBC. My name is Pat. This is my friend Denny and my better friend Terry.
Hi.
and
Did you
even
do
a
that to
greater
me?
friend, Allison.
And I have a friend that I want to wish
And that's
best
just
wishes
because of the way
to.
I was going around the table.
One of our longtime loyal listeners, Beth Fraser, is recovering from surgery. Beth, you get better. I know you've turned the corner, but you get better, and thanks for listening here on 93.1.
You have any death notices?
No death notices, but Beth Fraser probably wished she'd died after that first surgery. She's on the mend, though, now.
We're at Sullivan Hardware and Garden, 71st and Keystone, for our holiday kickoff. And I will tell you, the calendar has been very difficult this year for retailers because you always we always have the first weekend our holiday kickoff. Well, the holiday, the Friday, Saturday, Sunday started on November 1st. So it's just 12 hours from Halloween. So it was a quick turnaround for people, but we were busy yesterday. We have some great coupons out, but there was some a group of ladies. I took a photo because they were in the restaurant and they had their carts were full and they were pulled around the table and they were having lunch. Yeah. They were at the store 5.5 hours.
Wow!
Because it's an experience.
Yeah. So it was fun, and so but the deals we have going on, you can get 20% off any artificial Christmas wreath. The big one is artificial trees, because we have a 30% off list sale that goes, but you get an extra 10% off this weekend. So that's today and tomorrow, and then that disappears for the rest of the season. Buy 6 ornaments, you get 30% off. Gourmet food is buy one, get one 50%
Ooh, I like
off.
that one.
Buy one, get one 50% off. And I know they'll be sampling, I think, starting at 11 o'clock or so. And then the big one, because we don't really know what you want, you get one coupon, you get a 25% off any one non-sale item.
Anything that's not on sale, you can have 25% off. Anything.
Including grills?
In the gift, gift in Christmas.
Okay.
Okay.
But you know what? We have a little saying. We have a little saying here.
What is
Up
it?
front, it's don't get into a pissing match with a customer. So if someone says, I'm putting this plunger on my tree, and I want to use this coupon.
Oh, it's a decoration for the decorations.
Yeah.
You know what?
A plunger tree would be kind of cool, though, wouldn't it?
The customer is not always right, but the customer is still always a customer, Pat.
That's right.
You're a very wise guy.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. So that goes on till tomorrow. So a lot of fun.
Oh,
Terry.
Who just snorted?
Allison snorted. It
You
wasn't
snorted?
me.
I did.
She's trying to talk to me.
She's not
and I
getting
can't-
anything out,
I
but
can't
she's
get
snorting
anything.
something in.
I'm trying. The mic, I'm reading her lips, and so the mic is in front of it, and it's hard for me to see what she's saying.
So Allison, if you're just joining us, was getting sick already, then went to the Taylor Swift concert last night. So she has lost her voice. So you won't be hearing much except for, although Ethan in our studio said, I think she kind of sounds like the gingerbread man from Shrek.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Exactly. That's such a great description.
So
Oh, Lord.
239-9393 is our number, so you can join us, whatever you'd like to talk about.
You know what's my petunias are gorgeous.
Really?
They're just gorgeous. They're blooming like crazy. I haven't watered them in a month, and they're just beautiful. It's the strangest thing.
They must be in the ground. Or are they in pots?
They're in pots.
Really?
And you haven't
Wait a minute.
watered
Maybe
them
it's
for
not a
water?
petunia. Let me show you what it is. Maybe it's something different. Hold on.
Allison snorting.
That's an arborvitae.
I took a picture of it. Is that a petunia?
Yeah, those are petunias. I wouldn't say they're gorgeous.
They are.
No, they're not.
Allison.
Look outside. You'll see.
They got leaves in them and stuff, but
No, I think so.
they're thriving.
I
is
wanna
what I'm
see-
saying.
Terry, those are not thriving. They're barely surviving.
No,
They're bloom and they're in bloom and
they
they're
just need-
fantastic.
They
That's
just
their
needed to
last
be-
gasp.
They needed to be cut back 3 months ago.
well,
Because
look,
they've
they're
got.
happy.
They're happy. They're happy. They're leggy. If you like leggy petunias,
well, I mean, look at them in all of the orange and yellow from all the leaves, and they're
I'm looking
doing
outside
great.
to see. Yeah, my petunias are looking really good. Although we did get
Are they out
we
there?
got a hard frost this morning.
Yeah, even the
Hard
mums are
frost.
starting to
I had to-
be affected by
I
that.
had to have Beth scrape my windshield.
Wow.
Yep.
You had to have Beth
awful.
scrape your windshield.
Yeah,
your wife goes out and starts your car.
she kind of takes care of things around the house, you know.
And then what do you do for her?
I bring home the bacon.
Oh, man.
Hey, in case we don't forget to tell you,
Woman,
set back your clocks tonight.
have that dinner.
It's
Have that dinner on
daylight
the
savings
table
time.
at
Hearing every word of this, and if she's not, I'm going to tell her.
8:30 when I get home. I expect to have dinner.
Oh, my goodness. You're
Wow.
horrible.
That's
You're a
not-
horrible husband.
That's not really how it goes. We went out last night to Delicia. Have you ever been to Delicia on
Is
college?
that no?
It's really good.
Did you make reservations or do you just show up?
You know, it's hard to get in there, but I have a regular table.
We had the station, the company had the Halloween staff party at just
Thanks for
behind
the
the
invite.
building we're going to go to, which is the new the Radio 1 building that's been regutted, and they're making it bigger for us to all move there. But behind them is the
Living room lounge.
Living room lounge. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
The
I
living
know
room
where that
lounge,
is.
I've never been.
I pass it every time I go downtown.
Oh my gosh, I mean, it was the best. Truly, some of the best kind of snacky hors d'oeuvre things
Really?
with potato skins and the best wings I've ever had. Pizza, and it's just this fantastic old kind of hole in the wall.
I just didn't know what it was, really, because I
Yeah.
pass it on Saturday morning, so it's never open or anything
When we
like
moved
that.
on there finally, then we park in there, and then that's right. It's just you just go in through the back door, and you feel like you're already at home. They treat you so well. Tony was cooking the food and said, I'm glad to see all of
Wait
you.
a minute. Tony Katz was cooking the
No,
food?
Tony that is
Oh.
part of the living
So
room.
did you
It's
guys go to
great.
the new building?
No, because it's all gutted. But
Okay.
but that's where they wanted us all to get together and have this
Okay.
little party.
Yeah, thanks for the invite.
It was fun. It was.
No, they invited
email.
you, Pat.
It was
You
in
just
the
don't
email.
ever read your email.
That's
in the
right.
email.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
they
know
don't
what?
really call you.
Oh.
I mean, you got to look in the email.
I don't get those
Anyway.
emails.
You know why he
It was
doesn't open
really
his
cool.
email? He's afraid he's going to get fired by email. And
that's right.
He
That's
tries
why.
to just stay under the
You
radar.
know what? How many people do you know that have been in radio for 30 years? Terry, she's one. But that's people, they fire you by your email address. I broke the code years ago.
You sure did. I mean, I think you got it. I
Just
think you
don't
got
have
it
it.
down.
They don't know I'm here. So there you go. 239-9393. There was a visitor that came to our store. Do we need to break? In a minute.
Yes.
A visitor. And then after the next segment is In the Weeds. In the Weeds. But we had a garden center from Canada was in. And I thought, what in the world? Well, they're here for Taylor Swift.
Oh, is that right?
They're from Alberta. And they heard me speak at a conference last
So
year.
they stopped in to say,
Yeah.
You should have seen the airport yesterday.
Oh,
They
I
had the
saw the
brownies there
pictures.
doing pictures as a fundraiser. They had a quintet, a string quartet there, and they're playing all of Taylor Swift
Yeah.
songs. I went to meet my niece who's coming in, and golly,
They're
she coming in for the concert?
she came in all the way from Texas. But I'm telling you, the airport was hopping.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, 239-9393. We're coming right back. We're at Sullivan Hardware and Garden at 71st and Keystone, 93 WIBC.
Oh, that's cute.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a segment that we're just as surprised as you are is sponsored In the Weeds with Denny Smith.
My thanks to the folks at EF Marburger, 9999 North Allisonville Road for all of your flooring and a lot of your other remodeling needs. It's efmarburger.com. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I started doing some research on a study that came out of Chechnya this week.
Chechnya?
Yeah, and it had to do with magnetoreception. Do you know what magnetoreception is?
Yeah, but I'm just going to keep it to myself.
Okay. Well, animals have this ability to use the Earth's magnetic force for not only direction, but for their habits.
Yep.
Now, Allison, I was going to make her talk, but since she has a couple of dogs now, but dogs have this sense of what direction they are facing when they want to go to the bathroom. A lot of people think that dogs go around in circles before they do their business to get rid of maybe knock the grass down a little bit or to get rid of insects in their area before they do their business. That's not what they're doing. And there was this study in Chechnya. It was a 40-page study about watching dogs do their business. And do you know why dogs go in circles? Terry, you take a shot
Who
at
paid
this.
for this study?
It's in Chechnya. I was flabbergasted. What do you think?
It has to do with is it because of the lithium in the earth?
The lithium in the earth.
Is this about the lithium?
Close. Anyway,
the lithium that you were talking about?
They studied the bathroom habits of 2,000 pooches. 2,000 pooches who do, they have to go to the bathroom a couple times a day. So anyway, these scientists measured what they were doing, and it turns out that when a dog does poo, he wants to be facing north or south. It was an incredible study, and it was like 67% of the time after they go in their circles, they're facing north or they're facing south.
Allison already said this is a crappy segment.
No, it's. I see what you did with it. So then I thought about my friend Tiffany Compton, who has 2 hunting dogs. So I went down the rabbit hole, and
first of all, all right, this big study, there's only 4 directions. So it's kind of like
north or south, but 67% of the time they're facing north or south when they're in the squatty.
67%.
That's 2/3 of the time. That's scientifically, that's something that is significant, buddy.
I mean, if you said they faced Mecca or something like that the whole time, then all right. I'm in with you, but I think this is BS.
So what does it mean to us?
All right, now wait a minute.
They spent all of this money on this research on dogs to see which way they go to the bathroom.
What do you do for a living? I watch dogs poop.
All right, first of all,
cancer research.
They're Eastern Europeans, okay? The Chechens, they're weird, okay? But here's the facts. I've got a friend who has 2 hunting dogs. Her name is Tiffany, and she is a world-class hunter. She has 2 hunting dogs, but I bet she doesn't know that when she sends the dogs out on a cast, that's called casting your dogs. If she were to call the dogs, do you know what the first thing the dogs do? They don't turn around and run back to Tiffany. The first thing they do is they run north and south to get their bearings because their nose has been on the ground. And when they get the call, their heads come up or should come up. And the dogs, it's been shown, again, like 80% of the time that when you call a hunting dog, the first thing it does is stop, and it will run north and south to get its geolocation before it runs back, and then it uses its nose.
Yes. You named this friend Tiffany. Did you actually talk to her? Or you just
I was reading
experience?
About all these studies about how the dogs use magnets.
Tiffany has no idea that.
No, she has no idea that I called her out today. But she's got 2 hunting dogs, and I bet she didn't know that when she calls them back, they're going to go north-south for about 2 minutes.
But you don't really know that. Her dogs may go east-west.
The science says that a dog, when it gets lost,
67% of the time.
No, that's when they're pooping, Pat. Sort of like when you're. No, Anyway, hunting dogs equals Mother Nature's GPS. Thank you, Allison, who can still do research without her voice.
Yeah.
It's an incredible bit of technology that we are learning just by observing dogs, whether they're pooping or whether they're hunting quail. They're using the GPS. They're using Earth's magnetic force.
Couldn't those people be filling potholes?
Filling potholes?
Instead of watching dogs poop, maybe they could get some hot asphalt, and start making our roads a little better.
Here's the thing. We have known for years that whales use geomagnetism for going north-south and the thing. Mm-hmm. We also know that dolphins use it. Fish have these sensors in and around their gills and back towards their tails that not only does it help them with their schooling, but it tells them what their dangers are, but it also uses the geomagnetic forces for their directionals. It's an incredible bit of science.
Very similar to that when I was a brand new driver. I always came to Keystone, went north and south, and then if I was going to Beth's house, I knew exactly how to go, but I always had to get back. It was, Beth always still says it, Keystone to Kessler. That was my world. Because if you get lost, I was a dumb kid.
My brother-in-law, who is an acclaimed dermatologist here in Indianapolis, was directionally challenged, and we put him on a delivery truck when he was in medical school to deliver things, to get him to understand north and south.
Program.
No. Once we got him to understand north-south, the kid could go anywhere. But he had never been challenged to say, this, Meridian is north-south, Washington is east-west. But we as humans, believe it or not, if you have been outside now, if you spend all your time at a desk, it doesn't work. But if you work outside, there is a sense of geomagnetism that you can pick out north and south. Terry, I bet you've got family members who could always tell you where north was.
Quite possibly. I don't know that we've ever asked about it. I mean, there's all kinds of things like moss only grows on the north side of trees or something, right?
Yeah, that's a sunlight issue.
People have the ability to know exactly what time it is by looking at the sky and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, this is a great study. I like it.
Okay, well, that's all I've got for In the Weeds this week. Thank you very much. And on behalf of all the dogs in the world, thank you. We're watching you poop, ladies.
All right, so let's go around the horn here.
Okay, we're going to get the grade.
With a letter grade.
With the judges' scores.
All right.
Letter grade. Terry?
I would give that because I'm a dog lover. I'm going to give it a B. I'm going to give it a B.
Just a B?
Well, I tuned out for just a minute to answer
I read
text.
for 3 hours on a Chechnyan, and I can't even read Chechnyan.
I don't even know where that is.
I give it I'm a dog lover. I'm going to give it a B simply for the story
You don't
about
even
dogs.
know where Hawville is, Pat, so I can't take you seriously.
Where is Chechnya again?
It's Eastern Europe.
What
Can you
country?
spell it? Can you spell Chechnya?
Oh, is that a country?
Yeah.
Okay. That was a city.
I'd like my hand. Can we try to spell it? Chechnya.
Well, okay, think Czechoslovakia. That'll be easier for you. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so it's in Czechoslovakia.
No, Czechoslovakia is close to Chechnya. Okay, so you're there.
Allison,
all right.
D+.
No, she said B. Wait a minute. That's a B+.
That is a B+.
All
right.
I have an eye issue.
And probably because of the dog.
That's not your only issue, Sullivan. All right.
B+.
All right, what are you going to give it, Pat?
I'm going to give it a C-.
C-? What's the matter with you?
No.
He hates dogs.
He does hate dogs.
That's the only grade I ever got, and I always thought it was good. That bad?
Average.
Normal. We need a break.
Always average.
Me too.
The show started off with poopery, and now we're in the weeds.
You did kind of tie it all together.
I just thought it was a weird thing. I thought it was a BS study. I don't believe some of it. And, I would rather go to the California Psychic
This was
Network.
from Physics Today by Snooks Johansson.
Snooks.
Snooks?
I think that's his name. Wouldn't you say that?
Snooks Johnson.
Yeah, it is.
So you're repeating stuff that Snooks Johnson came up with.
And Kenneth Lohman.
He was a drunk in high school. No. We're coming right back with more 93 WIBC. Hey, Pat Sullivan here for Gutter Helmet. Gutter Helmet's been the leader in gutter protection since 1981. I was 21.
Oh.
You were 21 in 1981?
And I had a child. So anyways, Gutter Helmet, we have it on our home. Denny had it on his home in Speedway. Dick has it on his home. Terry has it on her home.
I never had to get leaves out of my gutters.
It's the
We're
very,
coming
very
into
best.
the sweet spot for those things.
If you want the very, very best. And they were, I think you could ask them, they were giving away Sullivan Hardware and Garden gift cards, 10% of the purchase of the Gutter Helmet. So that would help out with the holiday needs. But call right now because there's never a bad time of year because once we get this done and we get your home protected, and it protects not only your home from infiltration of water, but also protects you. So you want to do that. If you still have your wife getting up on the ladder cleaning the gutters, now is the time. Gutter Helmet, the number is 800-5-HELMET. That's 800-5-HELMET. GutterHelmetIndy.com. Never clean your gutters again. Hey, Pat Sullivan here for Sullivan Hardware and Garden in Allisonville Home and Garden by Sullivan in Fishers. Today, this weekend, is our holiday kickoff sale at all of our stores. So there's coupons that if you're on our mailing list, you should be on our mailing list. We send out a lot of stuff.
I don't get anything by mail, but I get a lot by text message or by email, and that's very handy.
Yes, it is. And the coupons are emailed to you, but you can pick them up in the store. The big one, 25% off any one item from our gift shops, Christmas, gift, whatever you like. So we have that going on and a lot of great coupons. Sullivan Express tickets are on sale, sullivanhardware.com. Yes, the weekends are probably all sold out, but there's still a lot of I really think that the train is best at night, like a Tuesday night. Tuesday night at 7 would be great. Stop by Sullivan Hardware and Garden, won't you? 71st and Keystone.
49th and Penn.
Don't forget Rich up in Cicero, Indiana.
Allisonville Home and Garden by Sullivan and Fishers and sullivanhardware.com. Hey, good morning. Welcome back. Pat Sullivan, along with Terry Stacy, Danny Smith, Allison, who has lost her voice, and we're here at 71st and Keystone. And we're
great.
Joined by the great...
Playing the part of Allison Lemons.
Hi, I'm Allison Lemons.
We are joined by the great Tony Katz, who is making his yearly trip to Sullivan Hardware and Garden in search of a menorah.
I woke... No. You learn after a while that some people just don't care. And so you're like, I'm not gonna try.
Boy, the throwdown begins.
I'm not trying to do that, Pat Sharpton. I am not trying to get a menorah.
Wait a minute. He doesn't even get the joke.
That's fine.
I'll be your laugh track here.
What I noticed, I woke up with an itch. You ever have an itch in your brain? It's a little thing, Allison.
Itch in your
brain? You have an itch in your brain, like something has to happen. Something has to be done. Like there's something that you're missing. And I realized it had been a long time since I had given Pat Sullivan my money for something that was clearly overpriced.
Yep.
And so today I got the Weber drip pans for my grill.
Oh, yeah.
I spent $92,000.
Wow.
For 7
You're
pieces
the
of
biggest
foil.
whiner.
Well, you know what? You got the gold-plated ones, buddy.
Well,
Huh. You know,
what can I say? Good
you
to
live
see
in
you
the
guys.
neighborhood. It's great to see you. How's everything going? How's the fam?
Everyone is gorgeous, happy, fat, happy, and stupid is the way we like to describe it. And we're winning on all 3 counts.
You know, I feel
Winning
like
huge.
I feel like your kid used to work here.
What? I don't know if that's true or not, and I would never confirm nor deny. But if you want to just start badgering and hectoring children who work at Sullivan Hardware and Garden,
Check
the
something I
labor
said
laws.
to him? Is there something I said to him? I haven't seen
Is he
him.
gone?
I think so.
Here's the thing about his son that works
Maybe
here.
he's-
He's got the best of both of them. He's got a business sense, but he's got a sweetness of his mother.
I think it's weird that we're talking about my kids.
No,
I think
no,
it's
Yeah,
You've
I
always
know.
been
Talking about
touchy
kids.
about
Better
this.
it's better than
strange.
talking about you.
It's
So
it's
anyway,
uncomfortable.
anyway,
If you want to be
that joke, too.
uncomfortable, Sullivan
Anyways-
Hardware and Garden.
anyways, I miss your child.
Oh, well.
I don't even think you knew he was gone, right?
No, I didn't.
no, he had no idea he worked here. Do you think he knows the name of anybody who works here?
I think he tries.
No, I do. And actually,
I think he tries.
I hate to even, I mean, I have to admit this. He is a lovely young man.
He has said
He really
that.
is.
He doesn't know his name, but he does put him
Good,
out.
we don't use names.
No, it's probably.
Anyway, let's
right.
not. Let's
All right,
move on
so
to
it's-
more important things.
I wouldn't get
What
it
is with
anyways.
the
I call
spider on
most
your
kids
chest?
Jack.
What is that?
It's a brand.
I know, but
Spider.
It's a brand.
Spider?
Yeah, it's a brand.
Oh yeah, you're not
Yeah.
hip.
Pull over.
I'm sorry, I was
Very
looking.
cool.
I
By
was
the way,
looking at his
did
mansion.
you see the engraving machine, like the laser
Is that
engraving?
cool?
That they got here at Sullivan Hardware and Garden. So if you
Yeah.
buy the $9 million Yeti,
Yeah, right.
you can put a logo on it.
That's
so
right.
You'll never be able to sell it
It
on
took them
eBay.
3 weeks to figure out how to use it, and now they're shooting spaceships out of the sky with it. It's a laser that they cannot.
Hey, you know what?
Marjorie Taylor Greene know about this?
No, but we're actually we're helping protect Israel right now.
Is that right?
Yes, we are.
You're part of the Iron Dome?
Yes, we are.
Baruch Hashem.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah, we had to pull out
Got a Keystone and
we had to pull
71st.
out a 20-ounce Yeti cup to shoot down a missile. Well, turned out it was actually just a gyrocopter, but
Whoa!
we thought it was headed towards Israel.
How long have you been waiting to use the term gyrocopter in your radio career? Your whole
Yeah.
life? Your whole life?
Hey, don't
We
be
need
running
a
down
moment.
gyros.
This will be the week.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Hey, this will be the week.
I
It's
fly
actually a-
gyrocopters. Take it easy there, boss.
It's actually
Do you really
a
fly?
I
sponsored
build them
segment.
and fly 'em.
How rich are you? Like
It
on
does-
a scale.
Why does it always come down
on
to
a
money?
scale of 1 to Taylor Swift is a punk?
I
How-
cannot afford a spider sweater.
Oh, is that true?
I don't even know what they are.
That's maybe.
But
maybe
knowing
that's
you,
the
it must
issue.
have been a gift.
How is Allison doing? She was at Taylor Swift.
She's doing really well. Not much of a voice.
Right?
Not
yeah,
much
I
of
see
a
that.
voice. So
Were you a backup singer? Did you do it?
dancer.
That's her dream.
It's crazy. Have you
The way
seen it?
she
Have you run
snagged
into
tickets.
any Swifties downtown?
I have not been downtown,
You haven't been
in
downtown,
a long,
that's
long time. I think
Yeah.
everyone understands that I've made my decisions quite clear.
Yeah.
and I'm good where I'm at.
Yeah, it's too
How you
bad.
get away with that every day?
Yeah,
it's amazing.
It's too bad that you're not part of the team down at the station. Maybe we could all
Too
come
bad
over
for
to your place.
Too bad for whom? Too bad. Too bad. And what's the team that you're actually talking about? What are you actually referring
Look
to?
at us. We're a team.
We're a team.
We're
We're
You
weekend.
are a team,
Weekend team.
right?
Much
Right?
different.
Well, I do weekend. We've got eat, drink,
Oh, we
smoke,
forget you're
and
there
everything
too. I
else.
forgot.
Yep.
Terry Stacey.
Wait, is that like at 5 o'clock? What is that?
Well, I don't
It's
know.
from 3 to 5.
3 to 5. I knew it was this
2
afternoon.
hours?
And then I think
My
he's got
God.
something tomorrow too, like the weekends with Tony.
Yeah, it's a
or-
bourbon.
No, that's today.
Oh,
That's
okay.
today.
That's today?
Yeah, that's today.
Yeah.
From 3 to 5. It's called Eat, Drink, Smoke.
Yeah,
It's a good one.
it is good.
Are you doing Are you going to be live somewhere today?
No. Next weekend we're at Nikki Blaine's.
Oh, really?
I knew you were
We're
someplace
doing it
sometime.
for-
You're going downtown,
I'm actually
baby.
going downtown.
Oh, boy,
I'm
good
actually
luck.
going downtown. I have two bulletproof vests, and and
an entourage.
I am going to get Allison to work security.
You're not helping our downtown area.
I have been fantastic to downtown. It's downtown that's not helping downtown. So
well,
it's not.
I'm glad
Let's not.
glad you're going to Nikki Blaine's. That is where all of the decisions for the radio station back in the 90s.
Back in the day.
All
That
happened
is
right
the
there.
truth.
That is the day. Raise a glass to Tony Severino. That is absolutely the reality.
Actually,
And that's before my time.
It was
We
Tom.
call him
Tom Severino.
Tony's
the
his son.
That's
Yep.
it. Tom Severino.
Yep.
But that is absolutely it.
Yeah.
1,000% true.
Good
But you
people.
guys look good. I wanted to say hello.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you did.
I missed Egg Fest. I missed a couple other things.
Yeah.
And
so I thought it was the whole menorah thing.
No,
again.
no. Your hatred of other cultures has nothing to do with me.
Whoa, there's no
I think-
hatred.
Denny, don't. At this stage of the game, just let him take the hit and let's move on with the day.
How come you don't have a menorah?
Thanks,
Because
Terry
you know what?
Stacey.
When I go to the trade shows, they're so lousy. I can't find it. Tony was supposed to give me where I could get good quality.
Oh, see, the ones you've seen have just not
They're
been up to
like-
your standards.
They're
Okay.
horrible.
And in his words, and I'm quoting here, they're too Jewish.
Oh, they're too
Whoa.
Jewish.
No,
That's
I
And
did
what
not,
does that mean?
I did
Too
not
Jewish.
say that.
God.
I don't know what that
Oh, that felt so good. You know
What
what?
does that mean?
I am healed. I am.
You know what? You should put the mic
this
down.
This
Man.
trip is worthwhile.
probably it.
This is
Yeah, but
Costanza.
this is it.
Go out on top.
You're up.
You
out
need
on
to
top.
go
Out
to
on
confession, Tony. That was a cheap shot.
But the place looks fantastic, by the way.
Thank you very
have
much.
Many good things going on. You got the new knives are in.
Yeah.
It's all lovely.
Did you see those? Aren't those
Yeah.
beautiful?
I haven't felt one yet.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if it's a good. I don't know if it's a good.
You'll like it. It's a good weight.
Goodfellas kind of knife.
Nice
We gotta
weight.
find that out.
Yeah. Whoa.
So, anyways,
You got to go.
look at the time.
All right, this is
Great
fun.
to see you, man.
It's good to see
really
you.
is. You know,
See you both.
Call anytime, will you? You know.
Sure.
Here we go, boys.
Hour number 2 is coming up right after this. 93 WIBC.
So it's the Home and Garden Show. This is producer Allison, and I've officially lost my voice, and no one else is with me. So Hammer's kid's here, and he's going to help me
Had to
out.
fill in for a little bit. We don't know. We don't really know where Pat and Diddy went.
They're there.
You're kind of gone right now.
But where are we at today?
We're at Sullivan Hardware at 71st and Keystone. I don't. What's the name of his fest? There's a lot of Christmas trees up right now.
Holiday kickoff sale. Oh,
Pat is back. Pat has returned.
here's Denny.
Or Denny, my
Actually,
fault.
I'm going to say Chris.
My
I don't
fault.
know. It's the Home and Garden Show. We're at
Thank you.
71st and
Thanks, Chris.
Keystone. It is a Christmas sale. I was just over in the plant garden, and Jenny gave me a discount coupon. So
Yeah.
they've got a Jade Hobbit. Look at you talking. Now, all of a sudden, out of desperation, you're saving the family.
We started the show, and no one was here. And if you're just tuning in, I've lost my voice.
And it wasn't because of Taylor Swift. It was because,
I was sick, and then Taylor Swift.
okay, sitting
And
with
now I sound horrible, and I'm so sorry to all our listeners,
Yeah.
but this is your fault because everyone abandoned me, and I had to grab Hammer's kid to help me.
Chris Hammer is a good one.
Oh,
And by
gosh.
the way,
So sorry,
if you haven't
everybody.
been paying attention, the bowling team is holding their own. They've got a big
Yeah.
tournament. The tournament up in Lafayette came in the middle of pack, doing good. You know, they're where they need to be. But we are at Sullivan Hardware, and all the discount coupons. 20% off Christmas artificial wreaths. You get an additional 10% off. They're already 30% off on the Christmas trees, but you get an additional 10 today. Pat's bringing in pajamas to show off what he wears at night. They got gourmet foods that are 50% off. If you have not ever checked out the gourmet foods, we actually buy some sauces here that are really, I like the honey mustard and the honey mustard with horseradish.
And the honey mustard likes you.
And the honey mustard likes me. And it's great on
Hey,
salmon.
I
by
ordered
the
you
way.
a sandwich.
Did you order me a sandwich?
Yeah, is that what you wanted?
Whatever
Breakfast sandwich.
Did everybody else get to order and I didn't get to order?
Yeah, I don't know where you
See,
went.
you've been hanging around Tony Katz too much. You,
No,
you just always got to
you
knock people
got up
down.
And ran away like Dick Crumb.
You can buy 6 ornaments, get 30% off. And then if you don't know what you want and you don't know, whether it's on sale or not, there's an additional 25% off any one
item,
non-sale item.
From the
That
gift.
includes
Gift
Christmas
in Christmas,
decor,
yeah.
gift shops. Maximum discount of $50 off. Now, that's pretty important because I just saw a wreath over here, an LED wreath that I have fallen in love with.
Isn't that cool?
That is really cool. I took a picture of it, Pat. I think I can talk Jane into it.
You know what,
maybe.
though? The only problem is you'll have helicopters landing.
You think so? That
Yeah,
is
it's
just
really
gorgeous.
bright.
How many thousands? There's got to be 3,000 or 4,000
Yeah.
lights on this wreath.
Yeah, it's
about
very cool.
2.5
It's a frame. There's no foliage. Oh, no. There's no foliage.
foliage.
I got to change it.
Look at that.
All these years, my entire life is foliage.
Beautiful.
And now all of a sudden it's foliage.
I'm
What's
looking
the
for the
price on that?
25%
Brand new.
off.
When
of
did
the-
they put the eye in?
Okay.
What do you mean? When they
It's always
put the
been
eye?
there.
No.
Yeah.
Not the way I
It's always
spelled it.
been there. Just like the T in often. It's just there. Do you say it? Do you not?
I don't
Foliage
know.
is
It's like the
I. Do you
R
say
in
the
Warship.
I?
Foliage. How can I say foliage?
Foliage. Foliage.
Just foliage. Come on.
Well, I'm just.
I just want to
foliage.
I just want to go back to the 70s.
How do you
Foliage.
pronounce the word of the person that helps you when you're at the hotel to find all the special things? Cone. How do you pronounce that word, Pat?
Cone flour?
Cone.
Concierge.
Now, see, that's I would have said concierge, but you said concierge.
You all left me to open the show. Apologies to listeners.
Oh,
You opened the show?
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
I am so sorry.
And no one was here.
that's
Oh.
squeaky
So
voice
Hammer-
here. is-
Hammer's
I
kid
was
helped me.
Hey, don't talk anymore.
Yeah,
Stop.
please. That's hurting my ears, Allison.
I am so sorry.
Sorry.
I'm sorry too.
I was putting
with-
in our breakfast order at Sully's Grill.
right.
They opened
I was
for
buying
brunch.
hot chocolate.
Did you
where was
ask
Denny?
anybody what they
Really?
wanted to eat, or did you just put
I
in
asked
orders for
everyone,
everybody?
but I could not find you because you ran away.
I wanted that skillet, that new breakfast skillet that they have.
shoot.
That was really, I watched Allison
I
get
could
that
go back.
last
You want me
time.
to go back and change it?
You wouldn't go back from
Yeah, I
that.
will.
No, you will.
Yeah.
No, don't leave Allison here alone.
Hey, I just want to mention real quick again out at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, I'm getting some texts from some of our great listeners. Dana, for one, is headed out to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. They're collecting for thank you again, Allison. Wait a minute, let me take my glasses off. Wish for Our Heroes and the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. They're hosting a drive for non-perishable items and donations today at the Brickyard Crossing parking lot. The volunteers there will collect non-perishable food, hygiene items, socks, and other clothing. That is from that goes until 5 o'clock today, and this is for our veterans that lost their homes in at the HVAF building last Saturday
It's okay
night.
to give socks and underwear.
Oh,
You
they
think
need
it's
it,
gross,
absolutely.
but no, they absolutely
No.
love it. No, I'm sorry, Pat.
Also
aren't
getting
there
this
some
from
things
you.
that we can assume? But
If you remember the famous story, President Clinton
From Dana.
what now?
donated
Yeah.
They wrote off used underwear they gave away.
Oh my gosh!
Of course, that was presidential underwear.
They gave off. They wrote off the furniture they stole from the West Wing. Remember when they left with all the furniture?
Oh, I did not
That was
remember
it was
that.
amazing. I didn't know they wrote off the used underwear.
Hey, so who's voted? You guys have all voted?
Yeah.
How long did it take, Allison? 20 minutes? Terry?
5 minutes.
5 minutes?
5
You
minutes.
sure you're in a real polling
I
place?
think so. It's a brand new one. It's a hidden gem.
Was it in Subway?
No,
Subway?
it was in a 55 and older community that's down around.
Well, tell 'em where
Mount
it is.
Comfort
You
Road.
can't hurt-
I can't
because-
think of the name of it. It's a brand new place. Oh, Denny, what did you think I was going to just tell about the name of it? I don't know the name of it. I don't
See,
know.
and
I'm
that's
so sorry.
55
But
and
it
older,
was-
that's why you were there.
Don't
You can't
beat up
remember
on me,
anything.
It's a
woman.
brand new place right there near Hancock Health at Mount Comfort Road and another road.
And Denny, how long did it take you?
Right off the interstate.
I voted absentee. So I sent in, an application. They send you the ballot. You do the ballot. So Jane and I did those at the kitchen table. Probably took us 12 minutes. I did a little bit more research this time on the school board.
Me
things.
too.
That's hard to do. Where do you get good information
Here's
on
the-
that?
I looked at everybody's Facebook pages.
Oh,
do you?
To see, can I go way back? Some of them don't have, maybe have pulled and aren't on there. But the other one that I cannot figure out why this is an elected position is coroner. I don't
That's
know
the
why
only
we
one that
elect
can-
a coroner.
well, it's because they are the only ones who can arrest the sheriff in the county. Nobody can arrest the sheriff but the county coroner. Did you know that?
Why?
Well, you have to. Everybody is accountable. Okay. Now here's the thing: at Sullivan Hardware, who can correct Pat? Only Becky. Oh no, Allison, you can too.
Beth, there's a whole list of women.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but in the counties, the only one that can arrest the county sheriff is the county coroner.
But the
Really?
coroner, I still don't understand
didn't you guys?
that.
This is my Speedway High School education. We learned that in Speedway High School.
I don't understand
remember that.
I do not understand
Everybody
that.
is
I would have
accountable.
thought that the mayor,
The coroner's
the
going
mayor
out
would have
to...
been
The
able
mayor
to fire
can't
the
do
sheriff.
squat.
He can fire the chief.
Well, the chief is not the sheriff.
Or
the
a
mayor
state
can't
police,
fire.
or I don't know.
No, the
but,
mayor cannot fire the sheriff.
But the coroner's the one that goes to the he's the guy on the scene, right? A coroner, and he's the one who declares whether a person is dead or alive.
Fine.
And
Well,
fills out
there's
the forms.
and there's sometimes it's a political position, but many
why?
times they have deputy coroners who are really the ones who do the pronunciations. Did I say that right?
Well,
I
it's
don't
not
know.
on the form.
But I would hope they're doctors.
Well, I tell you,
That's what I thought.
My mother-in-law
You
was
have
not
to be a
in.
doctor to be a coroner?
Their names aren't doctor something on the ballot.
So here's the story of how you use coroners. My mother-in-law died and she was not in hospice. So even though we were all there, they immediately open an investigation. The police have to be called, and the police stand by until the county coroner or the deputy coroner comes by to make the pronunciation that there's no foul play and she's bad. And she was 90 years old at the time. But
why should it be political? Why do you have
because
to be a
somebody
Democrat
has
or a
to be able
Republican?
to arrest the sheriff. Otherwise, the sheriff is the king.
Keeps going back to the sheriff.
But still, that should be a position that you're hired for, not necessarily voted in, right? Voted into office. It should be I don't understand it. I apologize, everybody. I'm done talking about it, but I just don't understand why we elect a coroner.
Terry Stacy, Sunday mornings, the first day.
That's right.
11
That's what
to
you're
1.
going to hear.
Yeah.
A lot of I don't understand.
Hey, and we've got an alumni coming in tomorrow. Dan McGowan's coming in tomorrow. I'm so looking forward to that.
He'll be on the phone with us tomorrow because he's a poll worker. I don't want to talk to him about being a poll worker because he gets excited about it like a lot of people do that actually take that position and volunteer their time. I don't know that those are paid jobs, right?
They do pay poll workers,
pay poll
I
workers?
think.
All day, but it's not much money. It really isn't.
They do it because he loves it. So we're going to talk to him about, he just went through poll school.
Oh, is that right?
Is he a poll cat?
He's going to be working election day.
Well, that is good.
I know it.
So I mean, I do feel bad when I go to the ballot and you get down to some of those lower and you don't know anything about them.
Mm-hmm. I really try.
The school board thing really.
You have to call people. You have to call friends and say, "What do you know about these people?" And then they'll give you the lowdown. What's the skinny?
I want school board members that want to do something more than build buildings.
Me too.
I mean, Washington Township, all we do is build. We don't invest enough in our people.
Yeah.
I want school board members that don't beat up on parents. I'm tired of parents being the scapegoats or the target of the derision.
You know what? Some parents are nuts, and they need to.
Well, some of them are, but the majority of them aren't. They just care about their kids, Pat.
That's true. But you know what? I say it all the time. It's like I went to St. Pius Grade School just a couple blocks from here. My children went to St. Pius Grade School a couple blocks from here. My grandchildren are now at St. Pius Grade School a couple blocks from here. It's the same building. Washington Township would have replaced it 3 times by now.
Yeah.
That is.
So with some of those the outlying areas, they're building, Mount Vernon is huge, and, New Pal needs to continue to grow. I mean, those outliers, those outlying
Mitch
counties.
Daniels tried to stop, all of that, but, they use that referendum and everybody supports. I mean,
they do.
Every time they put a referendum in Washington, it wins by 60, 70% because everybody wants to be in support of school, but you're being in support of school buildings. You need to be in support of teachers.
I agree.
So, okay. Let's everybody get off our high horses. 239-9393. Oh, look who it is.
Who is it?
I don't know.
Oh.
I thought it was JMV, but it's Charles. So we have somebody, is that from Michaelis or something? Or what's going on? Anybody know?
Like a steel trap. That's my partner.
It's just Charles?
On the news line?
On the hotline?
That's the news line.
Pat, you still got it.
Oh.
Can we please get your glasses changed? They look like I'm looking through steel wool.
Big news.
What's
How's
that?
Your eye?
What's that?
How's your eye?
Not great. Big news. I ordered glasses yesterday. But here's what.
Can we take a picture of these glasses, Allison, and post them?
So
I mean, it's like looking through smoked glass.
I actually had a hard time spending $700 because they wouldn't take my money.
Glasses are very
I thought you said you got free lens replacements.
Well, I do, but I have to. Okay, so I have a BRV something retina vein thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I really can't read out of my left eye. So I can't. So they have to try to treat that before I get a new prescription for glasses, right?
Okay.
Well, they don't want to sell you glasses. You can't buy glasses without seeing the doctor. But my glasses are so scratched, so I finally got them to understand. It's like, I understand I'll need a new prescription, but right now, because they may be treating this thing for a few months.
A while.
So,
maybe you
but
get
anyways,
a monocle.
A monocle is way underused. I will tell you that.
I think it would be hard to make your eye hold one, because a monocle is just the one that, like, who
on
would wear
Mr.
Terry,
Mr. Magoo.
Terry, can you wink? All you got to be able to do is wink, and you can hold a monocle.
Yeah, but Really?
How does it stay there?
How does it stay there?
Allison's voice is back.
Well, you just squeeze down on it.
I don't think that'd be comfortable for you. I think you'd hate that.
Yeah, you know what?
Allison.
I would think it would be
You'd
a good look,
great, though. You'd look cool.
Yeah, a monocle. We need to bring back the monocle. Yeah, Danny looks good. He has a piece of cardboard.
You just sort of furrow your brow, Allison. You can do it. Try it.
So, but anyway, I'll be getting new glasses, and oddly, I am because the pain. The election's kind of painful, right?
Yeah.
Everything that's surrounded. So, I decided to celebrate Election Day. I am having an appointment. I'm having a shot in my eye on Tuesday morning.
Ooh, my squatchy tamachi
And
just
then
slammed shut.
Then I'm going to go in with stuff dripping out of my eye to try to vote.
Oh.
But I just thought, it kind of ties together a shot in your eye in the election.
Now, in the state of Indiana, if you're over 65, Pat, you get to vote absentee for any reason. So
you know what?
I think
it's you and Jane. That's a huge cop out. You need to go stand in the line. It's the American way.
Yep. And people have been standing in a long line this week.
You have no reason to vote absentee, young
This
man.
would really be important if I valued your opinion on stuff like this. But
it's like, what are you, too lazy to get out of the house? You need to get out more.
Hey, did you have a lot of trick-or-treaters?
We did, about 100.
We had quite a few, too, this year.
They did
it was a good year. Even in the
It's great when the neighborhoods start to
Yeah. We had one
switch.
neighbor giving down to the adults, passing out shots.
Oh,
so
really?
now the adults are on a big time on the trail because adults are now also servicing the other adults that are out walking the kids.
Yep.
Once that word is
Trick
out,
or beer.
You get a lot of adults
trick or
walking
beer?
around.
Trick or beer. And next year,
I have not heard that.
Next year, I might add Friday.
Oh, there
Halloween
you
is
go.
on
You're
a
getting
Friday.
closer to your Saturday wish.
Yeah, because Thursday's not bad, but man, when Halloween's on a Tuesday, that's the worst.
Yeah, what's interesting is today is the Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead, but I always thought it was the day after.
Oh, me too.
The
After
All Saints
Halloween.
Day? Yeah, but it's the second day today. And
That's because of leap year.
It's November now. So it's in November? All
November-
Saints Day is
November
always
2nd.
in November?
Day of
well,
the Dead.
we celebrated at church tomorrow, but All Saints Day used to be there you go.
239-9393, coming right back with more 93 WIBC. Hey, Pat Sullivan here for the Michaelis Corporation, available to you 24/7, 365.
That's like all the time, Pat.
It is, includes Sunday. Great people. They can help you out. Every time I look at a toaster, I think about how Michaelis helped my family out during a really, really dark time in our lives. Really, it really was. But now you go back to them time and time again. I've used them for mold and mildew issues, air quality. They've done some testing for me, so they can help you out as well. 844-FIX-INDY. That's 844-FIX-INDY. Water storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it.
Did you ever hear this? If you continue to do what you've always done, you're going to continue to get what you've always got. Now, you've heard that old saying, I'm sure, but rarely do we think it applies to us, and especially in the way we exercise or take care of ourselves. Or how about this one? You can change your life in 20 minutes a week. Yeah, that's the one I like. I'm talking about Exercise Inc., the 20-minute-a-week workout that has absolutely changed hundreds and hundreds of lives right here in central Indiana. Each week I go in, I do 5, sometimes 6 specific exercises that one at a time focus on a specific muscle group. After 20 minutes, I'm pretty much gassed because I have exhausted a muscle group one by one by one, 4, 5, 6 different muscle groups. So what happens is they grow back stronger each and every week. So they add a little bit of weight or I go a little bit longer. Change your life in 20 minutes a week, you bet. And it's just a matter of not doing what you've always done. Exercise Inc. is in Avon, Brownsburg, Zionsville, and Greenwood. Fisher Studios now open. It's exerciseinc.com. 93 WIBC, we are at Sullivan Hardware, 71st and Keystone for the holiday kickoff sale. It's good today, and it's good yesterday, but it's good until tomorrow. And this is pretty special because if you're looking for an artificial tree, if it's time for you to get a new artificial tree, not only do you get the 30% off the 170 different styles and sizes, today, Sullivan's wallet cracked open and you get an extra 10%. So if you do the math, that's about 2/3 of the regular price. great time to buy a tree. You get ornaments, gourmet food items. Pat, you even give 25% off stuff that nobody can figure out what to do with it.
So you come in and you kind of hang out and find out what's that one thing that I want to buy and get 25% off. So
I love it.
It's a lot of fun.
Love that.
Had a great crowd yesterday, and I think we'll have a nice crowd as well today.
So is it at all the stores?
Yeah, it's all the stores.
All right.
Obviously, the big Christmas stores are Keystone and Allisonville. And you need to go to both, quite honestly, if you're really into Christmas, because we have different buyers. I mean, you have completely, yes, you'll see some of the same things, but I'm telling you, I go in there all the time. It's like, oh, those are cool. And, you know, matter of fact, they have a whole Taylor Swift tree at Allisonville.
Wow. Is it pink?
It's really cool. Yeah, David Strohmeyer did it. Absolutely beautiful. Hey, you know what? Before we get to the phone calls, I wanted to, you guys always talk. I just want to show you all the dog merchandise I've purchased this year for Christmas.
Oh, because
we have dog mugs.
Oh, wiener dog.
And now
that looks like little
we
Jerry.
have treats that give back to shelter dogs when you buy them.
Oh, Sully, that's a good one.
Give pet.
That is a good one, Pat.
Oh, these are cat. But we have
dogs.
dogs too. This is cat pajama pants, but we do have dogs as well, and we have dog slippers now.
Dog slippers. Oh, on the slippers for adults. Not that dogs wear them.
Not that dogs wear.
Hey,
them.
Pat,
Because they probably have that somewhere.
Pat, have you seen the slippers now that look like the big toe? That's all they are. The one slipper that looks like one toe. They really are hilarious.
I have not seen that.
That's pretty funny.
This is pretty good. I do really love this. You buy this bag of peppermint bark, and this bag gives to sheltered dogs.
Yep.
That's a good one.
It is really cool.
You see what you did there? Bark, peppermint bark.
Peppermint bark, and I like the mugs too. Those are cute.
Okay, so
love them. Good.
Are we ready, everybody?
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Aaron has a T-Swift quiz for us. Hi, Aaron.
Hey, good morning. How you guys doing?
We're doing good.
Good. Well, this would only apply really right now with Taylor Swift being here, and I'll preface it by saying I am not a Swiftie, but
I bet.
Are you a Swiftie dad?
Well, I don't know if my daughter really likes her or not. I think she might, but I was thinking, and this is a part of the trivia, about renaming her concert here in Indianapolis to the Monon Tour. Now, do you guys know why I would call it the Monon Tour?
No, we're actually scratching each other's head right now. I'm scratching Denny's right now, and Allison's scratching my head.
I don't know.
Well, that's a picture I don't want to see. But anyway, no, Monon is a Native American term that means swift running.
Oh, really?
That is a good quiz.
Yes.
Well, I didn't know that. That is a good quiz.
Yes, my dad worked for the Monon Railroad for 25 years, and I've got a ton of memorabilia. And I thought, of all the times that it would be appropriate to mention it and make it a kind of a trivia question would be while she's here in Indy. So there you go.
That's good. Very good. Like it. Good suggestion.
There you go.
And you're right. That's a good one.
Awesome. Right. Well, thanks
thank
very
you,
much.
Aaron.
I enjoy you guys. Allison, I hope your voice gets better soon. And was the concert worth your while or what?
Oh, yeah.
She says,
it was. Yeah.
Yep. Did you have, were your seats blocked? You really couldn't see much?
No.
You actually had, okay.
She was way up high.
Way up high. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Take the binoculars. Are you allowed to take binoculars in?
No.
You're not?
So.
I don't think that would be cool for the young ladies to all be carrying binoculars.
I own some.
Do you?
I don't think I do.
Okay.
Oh, you don't have any.
So now we're joined by it.
I want to whisper.
The name written on the board is Jert.
Jert, Jert.
Jert. I'm wondering if that's really. And he has a.
It's Gert.
Gert.
Yes,
it's Gert.
and I did spell it for him with H-E.
Yeah, well, we don't have the best help here.
Well, there could be some truth in that for us.
That one's on me.
Yeah.
Gert, how are you?
Oh, I'm hanging in there. It's about the best I can do at my age. I have a dog story about my dog, Peanut. Peanut is a relatively small dog. She's like 15 pounds. Anyway, she has issues going to the bathroom. Well, a couple months back, and I put her out. I do not have a fenced yard, so I put her out on a cable-type leash for dogs. And she goes out, and she normally pees in the same spot, spins her wheels when she's finished, then she'll go to a different spot to poop. Well, this particular morning, she's out there, and normally she circles around 3-4 times and tries and goes or not. Well, this particular day, I'm standing at the back door watching her, and she circled 13 times before she decided she had the right exact spot or was ready. And she
lost her bearings.
Well, she almost always faces west.
Oh, Gert.
Nice job, Gert.
You had to do that, didn't you?
Yeah.
No, it's the truth. She does. And I think it's because she's facing me in the house, and she likes doing her business where...
She didn't want you to see her bottom, see? That's why she's facing you.
Well, okay, so...
I believe that.
Denny had some half-baked
it was scientific
from
research.
Chechnya about dogs 67% of the time will face either north or south while they get their bearings.
Because of the magnets in the ground.
And I just think that's hardly significant.
Well, now, first of all, this caller is Gert from Hamilton County, and everything's different in Hamilton County. Isn't that right, Gert?
Well, if you say so.
And work with me, Gert.
For the record, Danny, I vote by mail, too.
Had a girl.
So much easier.
Yeah, I like to get out with the people. Gert, it's great to hear from you. It's great to hear from you. All right, our number 239-9393. We're joined by George Faber from Faber B. Window. There he is. Hey, George.
Good morning, Pat. Beautiful day.
It is a beautiful day. You know, we have had a run of great weekends. I think there were on like number 5 of really, really just beautiful weekends, and we have another one lined up this weekend.
Yep. We just like you've got that fantastic sale going on at your store, we've got a tremendous sale that starts the day after election on Wednesday the 6th, and that's our Black Friday sale that we run through the entire month of November. And anyone that's had a price through the year from either us or from one of our competitors, or you've been thinking about getting a price on a project, windows, doors, siding, bathrooms, porch conversions where we close in porches. If you're thinking about doing that, November is the time to do it, because what we do is we really discount all of our products so that we can fill up our backlog. And then in January and February, it's one of the reasons we keep our crews over the years so long, is that we have worked through the entire year, all 12 months. And November is a huge month for us to be able to build that backlog. And so it's a great time if you have a project around the house, and to be able to help you with that. We also have fantastic financing, no interest, no payments, no down payment on any of those projects. And we'd be glad to come out and take a look at it and give you a price.
There you go. You can't beat that. So the extra discount for the Black Friday sale, the financing, and you're not going to generally be there over the holidays. You're not going to be spending Christmas with these folks. most of it is in the first quarter of next year, correct?
That's correct. Typically our jobs are running in the 6-week time frame. So when we're into November, we're looking at January business and January and February installation dates.
There you go. What number would you like people to call? 800?
800-233-0169.
69.
Yep, or they can go to bwindow.com and be able to set an appointment or let our customer service people know to give you a call and set a time that's convenient.
There you go. George, thanks for spending a little time with us. It's B Windows. Black Friday sale is getting ready to start. The number 800-233-0169, bwindow.com.
Terry, thank you. '93 WIBC. What a great day. You know, we put up with the rain last couple of days, which we needed so very, very badly. But now the sun's going to shine once again. We had the new moon this week, which means we're moving to the full moon of November. And where are we? We're at Sullivan Hardware, watching Christmas start to kick off. I love this. Holiday kickoff indeed, Pat.
It is. And, retailers retailers always want everything perfect, right? So in the fall, for like Pumpkin Town, we want beautiful weekends.
Right.
People are outside at our Pumpkin Town.
Well, you got your blessings this week.
We got our blessing. Well, then, when we switch instantly to Christmas, we would rather it be a little chilly, overcast, and maybe spitting rain today.
Oh.
To give it kind of a Christmassy feel.
Last
but
Halloween
instead,
we had a little
gorgeous.
snow, so I bet people were really anxious last year.
You're going to have to
because
talk
of
to
the
Brian
snow.
Wilkes about this, but I don't think that's what you're going to get, buddy.
No, it's going to be a beautiful weekend. But the deals are hot, hot, hot.
Tell them about the deals, Pat.
I will. I'm
well,
glad
we got
you,
20% off artificial Christmas trees, and I'm telling you what.
I don't even need the paper to talk about these
Yes, you do. You can't
deals.
remember your middle name.
25% off any one item. So you walk around with your coupon, you get one coupon, you can pick them up in the door, they came in your email, and you look and you find, like I'm looking over at a reindeer right now. That reindeer right there, I could get 25% off. That man right there.
The wreath that Denny found. I really like that wreath Denny found. What was that? LED lights?
LED
big.
lights.
It looked like it was really big.
It must have 5,000.
So that one,
okay.
There's a coupon for 20% off any artificial wreath. So Denny could use the coupon for the wreath and then still buy the reindeer.
Oh, I see what you mean.
You
one
see?
coupon
So you can,
per.
yeah. There's,
Well,
there's
can I
five
use the
different-
Can I use the 25% off on the artificial wreath
Yes, you
instead
can.
of?
Yep.
So instead of the 20%, I can get 25% off.
Right.
Well,
but-
that's a pretty spicy price tag on it, but that makes it very affordable and worth it.
Yeah. So they're beautiful.
Definitely
Absolutely beautiful. So that's going on through tomorrow. And the big deal is we finally got all of our artificial trees. I know Allisonville is probably getting theirs up, but they came so late. We got 4 containers not yesterday, but the week before on a Friday. So we've had our little shapers have been shaping trees all week. So you get an extra 10% off the preseason sale price. But that just goes today and tomorrow.
I have an accounting tax question for you.
Okay.
When they file their taxes at the end of the year, you give them their W-2 forms and everything. When they say occupation on the 1040 form, do they say tree shaper? Is that what they say?
Well, we used to call them fluffers, and then it turned out that is something associated with the porn industry.
Oh.
So, or so somebody told me.
I didn't see that. Is there a porn tree here? But you've got the themes here are fantastic, and that's what's fun. Is I know it is early, but it's inspiring because you have food trees and you have beverage trees and you have
National Park
trees, and it's all very inspiring. It's fun to look at them, and I love theme trees.
Oh,
hey, Pat, before you take a call, Tell me about this engraver. What can the engraver be used for?
Well, Denny,
that is really pretty cool.
That casserole you're eating right there, they could have put your name on it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Who figured it out? Who's the scientist in your group that finally figured out how to use it?
You know, George. George came from
the paint department.
He's been here for a long time, but he did quite a bit of training with the Army. He was in the Army and then hurt his back. But he's the one that really, him and Doug have really gotten in there and figured this thing out.
Can they do things on a curve like a Yeti glass?
Yeah. All the Yetis is mainly kind of what we're targeting is Yeti. And so I always thought, I'm trying to think, what will people want on the cups? And this, so this almost one of the first guys that had a cup down, I said, all right, you know, your initials. I mean, we do some really cool wedding things for the bride and the groom. It's like, okay, what do you want? What do you want? He goes, I just want my name, Fred, and my phone number because I always lose this cup. Okay, fine.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's really fun.
That's what we did.
Oh, cute. I like it.
All right. We have, we're joined by Jeff. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, top of the morning to you all and your wonderful listeners.
Well, thank you, Jeff.
Yep. Denny, you got me this morning. I'm in the garage. My wife happened to come in to get a rake and everything, and right during your in the weed segment. And she heard you talking about how the dog's turn and all that. And she looked right at me before she was walking out and said, Jeff, don't get any ideas. And you're not changing the toilets the way they face in our bathroom. and finish it with a woof as she shut the door.
Wow. Another happy listener.
I have never felt better or more like a Chechnyan study dog than after I heard that. Because years ago, before fancy phones and all the technology we have now, I would have to go to an address downtown to work, and there was always an old-timer that worked around. He was an old plumber from J.A. House. And he always had the saying, you know, 2 wrongs don't make a right. And I'd always answer up with, well, yeah, but 3 rights make a left. And he looked at me like I was nuts. But if you're driving downtown with all the one ways, think about it. And you can't make a left, you make 3 rights, and it is. So you get what I'm saying.
I'm going to take a swing at this because I think I know who that plumber is because I met him too. Was his name Merrill?
Yep. Did you know Merrill?
Isn't that amazing? It's just amazing that you meet people and they say the same thing to everybody. But as soon as you said that, I think I've met him.
Yeah, I bet you have. And then as for Allison, before I go, honey, I hope take care of your voice. I'll be, we're all going to be glad when you get your sweet voice again. But I hope you took advantage of it on All Hallows Eve or whatever. Because if you would have had a witch outfit on and handed out candy and said, oh, that's a nice little Spider-Man outfit, I'm guaranteeing you would have scared the heck out of those kids. So get better.
There you go. Thanks, Jeff.
Jesus, thank you.
Yeah.
She gave us a thumbs up here, Jeff.
I wonder if Merrill has that on his gravestone.
I don't know. He might
2
be.
rights don't make a wrong. Hey, we're coming right back. Our number 239-9393. We are here at Sullivan Hardware and Garden, 71st and Keystone. Stop by. Come out and hang out with us. We'll let you host the 3rd hour. Coming right back, 93 WIBC.
Hello, everybody. Terry Stacy here. If you or somebody you know belongs to an unlimited car wash program, I don't want you to miss out on the special savings from our friends at Jiffy Lube. Now through the end of the year, you're going to get $20 off their signature service oil change, plus you get a free tire rotation. All you have to do is point out your car wash sticker. And for some of you, in the car washes are looking, they go more by your license, a tag on your license. Just let them know what you've got at Jiffy Lube. Show them the sticker, tell them the deal, and they'll do the rest. Jiffy Lube, by the way, services your brakes, your tires, your tune-ups, and more, just making it your trusted one-stop shop for vehicle maintenance, and you never need an appointment. Stop in on your way to the car wash, save $20, plus get a free tire rotation at Jiffy Lube. Nobody does it better.
Hey, Pat Sullivan here. Pat Sullivan here. What am I doing? I forget. Oh, the Michaelis Corporation. Jeez. I was watching Denny get up, and he's hugging everybody again, and it just threw me off my game. But you know who doesn't get thrown off their game? The Michaelis Corporation. They're there 24/7, 365. In time of need, you might have start your relationship, and you go back to them time and time again like we have at our home. They helped us out with our fire, and then all of a sudden they're doing air quality checks on our house. They're looking at some suspicious mold and mildew. So great company. The number 844-FIX-INDY. That's 844-FIX-INDY. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it. I thought we would be playing all Swiftie music today. Didn't you?
You know, I know a lot of Swiftie songs, but I don't know the names of them or anything, but when I hear them, I know she's singing.
They're toe tappers.
They're not toe tappers. They are toe tappers.
Tara, do you know much?
I know a lot of her early stuff. I think her latest stuff is depressing. No offense to her. It's just, it sounds sad and depressing stuff. Am I wrong, Allison? You can just shake your head. Some of it's a little, she's going like, a little bit. A little bit.
I like
because of the breakup. There was a breakup during that particular, and then now we're all in love again because of Travis. I wonder if he was there last night.
Probably not.
Probably not. He's getting ready for the game.
The last of the tour, don't you think? She threw an arrow. I'm talking through Allison. I'm Allison now.
Okay.
She threw an arrow.
A kiss.
A kiss. A chief.
Chiefs like an arrow.
She shot an arrow to the Chiefs. There we go.
On stage.
But
you don't think Travis was there? No. Oh,
but Allison
saw
caught
some
the
Chief
arrow
fans,
in
though.
the high seats.
Yeah.
I saw some people wearing Kansas City Chiefs jerseys and coats.
There's a really cool statistic. It didn't work last week. Some teachers here in Indianapolis have been tracking the Colts wins, right? Mm-hmm. And they also are Swifties, so they've been tracking Travis and Taylor.
Okay.
And Chiefs games as well to kind of see what's going on. And they found out that every time that Taylor is not at a Chiefs game, the Colts win.
Oh.
Statistically. Now, last week, she was in New Orleans, so wasn't at the game, and we still lost.
Oh.
So that's been broken.
You know, that's about as bad as the circling dogs.
Now, wait a minute.
That research.
Chechnya, aside from Gert up in Hamilton County, Chechnya knows what was going on. They're just bored people that like to watch dogs poop.
Yep. That was someone's job, watching circling dogs. 67% of the time they either faced north or south.
And that was 800 dogs and 2,000 poops.
67% is barely like...
Yeah.
I mean...
Okay, if it was north, south, east, west, that'd be 50%, Leroy. But it wasn't. It was 67%. And that's, statistically significant.
Not
Leroy.
Barely.
Yeah. I'd call him Clyde Raymond, but that's a real insult.
I don't know who that is.
Clyde Raymond was one of the stupidest people I ever met in Tippecanoe County.
Well, I hope his family is listening now.
He's been dead a long time ago.
Yeah, but his family's
It was a
not.
terrible
What about
accident,
his kids?
but he had it coming.
What did you just do to that family?
You can't fix stupid, Pat.
I can't believe you just said that.
What?
Look how this family. I think this election is just making everybody so mean.
I am so tired of listening to Walter.
Everybody's so angry and intense and uptight. We got to get over this.
I'm not.
How about this Festival of Trees? They always have the Festival of Trees.
Right.
Are they going to do that again?
Did you put one in?
I think we did. We actually are the presenting sponsor this year.
Oh, good for you.
Yes.
That's great. That's really great.
That was Blind Hog.
We outbid the Salvation Army.
You sure did, because they've moved their kickoff to the Columbia Club.
Yeah.
They used to host it right there at the Historical Society.
We bid $5 more.
Well.
Yep. So November 15th through January 4th, Tuesday through Saturday, 10 until 5. Sunday 12 until 5, $20 for adults, $5 for kids. Let's see. I'm trying to think. They must be 50 to 75 trees now.
Oh, it's big.
Do you still have the walk through tree?
80 trees.
Do you still have that big tree where you can walk underneath it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sort of like a mistletoe tree that's right in the center of the mistletoe.
Yep. So we had that one built for them, and then we supply all the trees and we maintain all of their trees.
Because they're all live?
No. They're artificial. So after the season...
So maintaining you take them and pick them up.
No, what we do is we fix them. After the season, if there's a light straying out, we take care of them. And then slowly they start to replace, they'll start replacing them and stuff like that. So it's been a nice little relationship. I've kind of been on there from ground the ground floor when they started that. And they started with 25 trees, and now they're up to 80 trees.
It's pretty awesome.
So a lot of like the Pacers will have a tree, the Colts will have their themed trees.
Lots of nonprofits.
There used to be an Ellis Ayres tree that was always
I love
cool.
that
I don't
one.
know if it's still there.
I don't either, but I hope it is. It's been there for a good long while.
I can't believe you outbid the Salvation Army.
$5.
The people of God who are doing all this good.
I know.
And you outbid them.
And you know what the Army said when I outbid them? They said, that $5 we can feed 12 families for 2 years. I said, oh, man, you're so efficient with your money.
Oh, they are so efficient. Yep. Every bit of it. But it's a great event, this Festival of Trees, and it's a lot of fun. And again,
just a great another thing to do. Yep.
It is, and you vote. You can vote for your favorite tree.
Yep.
Or did you take that away since you're the sponsor?
Not on Tuesday.
Terry, did you get the idea looking at some of the trees that they're amazed that they can still be standing? There is so much stuff on the tree.
Yeah, but they're all done so elegantly and fun and all themes. It's just a good time.
I assume we still have a tree. I'm not really sure. Okay. We do the things we do. We do Fox 59's tree. We do the governor's tree in his office, and then we were doing the Festival of Trees. So
last year for Holcomb, huh?
It is,
for your tree.
It is, but we started with, I can't forget who we started with. We had Governor Pence, and so it's a good thing for our staff to do. They like doing it, but it's a busy time of year for us. And we're also doing now the trees for the Circle of Lights.
Is this your first year to do this?
No, we did it last year because that kid forgot to order the trees.
Max.
So Schultz had to save the day. All right, hour number 3 is coming up, 93 WIBC.
It's your turn.
Oh, we up?
Yep.
I didn't hear him. Did he say we're up?
I thought you said your eyesight was bad, not your hearing.
No, my hearing's always been bad.
Your hearing's always been bad.
I just thought that was old news.
All right, so how's your smeller?
Can
you
smelling just fine. Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome. My name is Pat.
Hi, Pat.
My friend Denny here.
Hey.
Hall of Fame broadcaster Terry Stacy is with us, of course.
Morning.
And Swifty, Allison Lemons, who also has lost her voice, went to the concert last night.
Allison, you got to say something for him.
Hello.
Okay.
Sorry.
The Wicked Witch of Keystone Avenue.
She is.
Hello, little boy.
So we are here at 71st and Keystone for our holiday kickoff. So great deals going on. I mean, we had a great day yesterday, but the big thing is we finally have all of our trees here, the full selection, and you get an extra 10% off. So they're already 30% off preseason. You get another 10% off of that, and that goes away tomorrow afternoon at closing, 6 o'clock.
Hey, we want to remind you all that next Saturday is the opening of Santa's Pit Stop Christmas Shop and Gifts. It's 1515 Main Street and Speedway. That's our own Dave Wilson, his lovely wife, Becky. Of course, Santa's involved with that one. That ought to be a lot of fun, Pat. That's the 9th that they're opening it.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice array of some locally made things, and then just a lot of, I think, teas and stuff, kind of tying in racing and Santa and Christmas and the whole bit.
Speedway Main Street is so different than it used to be. And it's so much fun, and there's so many local mom and pop kind of places along Main Street there that it is just a great stroll.
And he's right by the ice cream shop or something.
And he is. I think he's right by the ice cream shop. Easy to find. And truly, so happy for him. I mean, I think this is his thing. I think this is a good thing for him.
You think retail is it?
Well, I think he's going to do pretty well.
Yeah,
I'm looking at a Christmas tree that's filled up with beer and alcohol and all his Christmas ornaments. That would be the perfect tree to have at Christmas, Santa's Pit Stop Christmas Shop. I think that's the type of thing that would sell well.
No, I agree. That would really do well. You know what we did? I'm not sure if I brought this up, but because we were trying to decide whether it was bad taste or funny.
Boy,
that's a fun game. Let's play it.
That's called Sullivan's Life.
No, it's just one ornament I'm thinking of. I bought Lexapro ornaments.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh, Lexapro.
Allison says thumbs up for Lexapro.
And when you shake them, the pills move inside the bottle.
I love it.
Yeah.
Have they been? Have they been a big seller?
Well, I don't think we have them displayed yet.
Okay.
I think they're sitting over by.
Who puts that stuff together?
I do. That one I bought.
I'm surprised you can have that. There is a Lexapro ornament to be truthful.
I know. I think what's going to happen, but I think what's going to happen is then people are going to start requesting other antidepressants they're on.
Right. This is when I feel like I've lived a sheltered life. You know.
You need to be on an antidepressant.
No way. I'm not depressed.
Oh
if anything, I'm hyperactive.
Yeah.
I mean, I was not diagnosed as a kid with ADHD.
I mean, you can get that in pill form, but you can also get a dart.
And I was
thinking, yeah, you just, you know what? Yeah, that's right. Right in your rear end.
No, in the neck.
No, actually,
I see you smiling over there. Yeah,
because our staff is on edge, we actually pump it through the HVAC.
Do you really?
Do you really?
Everybody gets a little Lexapro. Everybody happy.
Where did you get a Lexapro ornament? Seriously?
Same people that were selling Taylor Swift ornaments.
Really?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm so surprised. I'm a little shocked that we're there now.
If you've never been in a brainstorming event with Pat Sullivan or Terry, this has got to be. Pat says, "Hey, Lexapro, we can put a Lexapro on a Christmas tree."
So listen, the reason I think that I like to talk about it is because it normalizes drugs like that, and I'm not, because it is. People don't want to talk about mental illness, but it's like when you can laugh about it, it's like I'm crazy as hell because I'm anxious. It kind of like.
It does.
So, after the two hurricanes, that was the biggest worry about people who were on antidepressants, did not have their medication, and whether you're in North Carolina or whether you got disaster, and the whole pharmaceutical industry sort of has this disaster team to get those type of medications into where they need to be. But I don't think we have any idea what percentage of Americans are literally day to day on their medications, but that's kind of crazy.
It really is.
It's a big conversation on social media right now about, and again, it ties back to the election about how anxious everybody is and how angry everybody is, and how people with Lexapro and people are. They say as soon as it's over, between now and the holidays, they're shutting down. No more social media. They're done with it. It's hurt them for a minute. They're going to just take a vacation.
Why aren't they done with it now?
They're going to take a vacation to the first. It's like the people that don't drink in January. It's a goal now. Okay, I'm going to let go of social media and through January to kind of decompress and relax a little bit because they say that's part of the reason.
I'm ready to give up sobriety.
I think the saddest part of our country, the social media, is that people can't have a discussion without it turning to name calling or you're not my friend anymore.
That's right.
It's just like, if you can't, I can laugh about whether, you want to vote for Trump or for Kamala. If two people can't, kind of joke around and kid, it's like.
The demonization, the hateful rhetoric, and they both use the same lines. The left says bad things about the right, and the right uses the same things to say about the left.
The name
calling. How in the world are we going to bring this together?
I don't know, because I feel like it's, when we always talked about when it's like bullying and what that definition is, this to me sounds like bullying between all these words that are used to describe each other. And it's just, that feels like bullying to me. And so we think about, how if leaders and adults do this.
Yeah.
And it really is the name calling.
And it's everybody. It's both sides.
It's the name calling that is so ridiculous.
And what's happening is that they are actually training a generation to use virtual signaling or virtue signaling as a weapon of mass destruction on social media.
I think it can be done. I think a candidate can poke that kind of and do it in kind of a fun way.
Yeah, it's gotten
almost
so ugly.
like Trump in the garbage truck.
That was hilarious
because that was kind of funny. President Biden, I'm sure accidentally, and I mean that seriously, called Trump supporters garbage. And so he shows up in a garbage truck. So that's kind of funny. I mean,
Todd Rokita did too. Did you see Todd Rokita placing his vote yesterday?
No.
He did it in a garbage truck.
Did he?
He pulled up in a garbage truck. Again, it's just so ugly, and I don't know if it'll ever stop and go the other way again because this is the way you do things now. You call people names, and everybody's doing it. You lie, you steal, you cheat, whatever it can be, and the country cheers for you.
But and there's always some truth here, and in everything. But it's like you really have to dig in to find that. Yeah, to find those little nuggets.
Pretty ugly though. Things have been real ugly. And so anyway,
And
a lot of people are going to shut down, they say, their social media for a while after this gets
We used to have comedians who would make fun of all this. Well, now they're shamed and they can't make fun of things anymore because we've lost our sense of humor. I mean, there's guys like Jerry Seinfeld that won't even go on stage because America doesn't have a sense of humor anymore. And we got to change that. Yeah, I mean, if we can't make fun of each other
Johnny Carson used to go after both. I mean, it's kind of the.
But look at all the Irish Catholic jokes that I'm not allowed to use anymore because we're on air and we don't. That's mean spirited. We can't.
Well,
use
that
it
is mean spirited.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, drink your beer.
We were the Irish.
Drink your beer and your corned beef
slaves.
sandwich, would you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
and don't forget your potatoes.
All right, fine.
All right.
239-9393.
We'll have you covered on Tuesday, that's for sure.
God.
Oh, my God.
Bless him.
You know what? I did not see JMV here.
Oh, man.
Well,
John,
I'm
I'm sorry I did not see you.
John, he's having vision problems.
We're just killing time. We're just killing time. We had nothing to talk about. Now we have you.
You're not bringing me on to talk about politics, right, or anything like that.
No.
And you know what? I bring this up all the time, guys. If the whole world would just, much like me, look to the skies, to the heavens, R.I.P. and the sky point, to the late, great Patrick Swayze, with the greatest quote of all time that I live by, be nice until it's time not to be nice. Then we would all be much better.
That was in Roadhouse, wasn't it? That was Roadhouse.
Yes, be nice.
Yes.
That's exactly how I act. Now, I want to be nice to everybody. Like social media is
I can't imagine you being I can't imagine you being mean.
But
John, you don't have a means.
If somebody brings it to me, then I'll return. Normally I finish it too. I'll return fire. There's no doubt about that. If I see it and I feel it, sometimes I don't. But again, I'm always nice until it's time not to be nice. If we would all live by that particular motto, the world would be a much better place. Just what?
So let's not we won't bring up the Brownsburg athletic director.
Oh, man.
Ooh,
what happened to the Brownsburg athletic director? I don't know this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, wait. Oh, never mind then. I thought he was the one that kicked you out of a gym.
I'm sorry. No, that was the Pike athletic director who kicked you out of Brownsburg.
My apologies to Brownsburg.
Zero authority. Now, on the other hand, guys, I hold tremendous grudges. That's the other part.
Yes, you do.
So, and I need to smooth that out. I do. I've held a grudge from my dad all the way through to others, including that clown at Pike. That's the AD. I don't even know if the AD anymore.
Whoa! That's not talk of mediation. I mean, that's not. You don't call him a clown.
He's getting to it. He's getting to it.
I'm trying.
Do you know what he was calling him before?
Yeah.
Clown is a way better thing.
4 years ago, I'd have called him much worse. So I'm making strides. I'm getting all grown up right before your eyes, right here.
That's right.
Hey, just real quick, what do you think? Are you happy about Stephanie White taking the coaching job for the Fever?
Yeah. I'm assuming here you bring somebody in, obviously, with a great deal of knowledge, and Kelly Kroskoff, who just took over the reins running the Fever, very tight with Stephanie White. And you're going to have somebody, guys. You're going to have somebody that has to not only do the whole basketball portion of it, X and O, and coach it up, but also you're going to have to deal with all the outside stuff, all the outside influences that Caitlin Clark does not want to deal with, stuff that kind of comes from, the political angles that during the spring and the summer, there was all lobbed at her in her rookie season. You're going to have to deal with all this. And clearly they believe that Stephanie White is the right person to be able to deal with it all. That's not like your average job. I'm talking about in the WNBA, certainly in the NBA, because there is so much more that goes into having to deal with this on a daily basis. It's unlike anything else, and you had to get the perfect person really for this, and they believe that she is.
I think she's awesome. Yeah. I think she'll do great.
Yeah, she's always been really cool. So, no, it was a good hire. It was like the worst-kept secret of all time, but it was.
I know. I know. Yeah. She's all of a sudden out of a job. Right. It's like, oh, well, wonder where that's going. All right. Exactly. Any surprises in high school football last night that you saw?
No, not really. There are probably some that we could go into. It's funny. With this week, the Colts and the whole quarterback situation, the focus has absolutely been on Flacco over Richardson and where that has been. And I'm not going to say it's sad. It's not sad. I guess a little bit unfortunate because you have IU, trying to go 9-0, for the first time ever, later on today.
Unbelievable.
Against Michigan State. And unfortunately for a lot of interest levels around here, it was more like a ripple. And I'm really happy for all these old school IU football fans that go and have had to deal with all the junk, that they're able to embrace what they're doing right now with Kurt Cignetti. And it's unfortunate probably that, the coaching decision on quarterback certainly was the top of the list of those things that we talked about all week long. And it was weird, like the pecking order after that, there just wasn't a lot because everybody was interested in the 39-year-old quarterback or the 22-year-old quarterback, and they're going with Flacco tomorrow night on the road in Minneapolis, trying to win it. And that has fingerprints of the owner all over it right there, Jim Irsay.
All right. So here is something from the retail side, because you're talking about IU kind of being overshadowed by the big Colts news. IU football affected our business the last 2 weeks more than the Colts game did on Sunday.
Wow.
Which never, ever, since I've owned this store, has IU football ever had anything to do with hurting the traffic flow. But right now, and I was so thrilled to see that they were starting, is it 3:30 or 4:30 today?
3:30 kick. Exactly.
Okay. So that, at least it was a little later. So, I mean, it's crazy, but it's IU fever for sure.
It is fun. Hey, guys, what do you think Taylor Swift's doing right now? What is she doing right now? Is she here?
Getting a massage.
No, she's not getting a massage.
She's probably still in bed.
No, she's not in
still in bed.
I'm okay if they leave that thing stuck up on the side of the JW Marriott. I think that's hot. I think she looks incredibly hot.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't want an over 300-foot tall Taylor?
Yeah. I mean, that's almost like me when I used to get the Sears Wish book and not go straight to the toys, but I went straight to the bra section back when I was little.
Dude, I hate to say, John, I am right there with you on that.
Hey, your producer Cam is right behind Pat, and he's laughing his butt off at you.
When we got the Sears catalog, right to the bra.
We never got Sears. We got J.C. Penney. That's what's so funny.
Oh, well, that's how the country was divided. J.C. Penney people and Sears people.
So you're saying that to the Taylor Swift, then the big life-size, giant, huge Taylor Swift thing is that kind of does what?
It's a little bit of a Sears catalog.
It's a Sears catalog moment.
I think it's incredibly hot. Like all my friends, when they were young, always went straight to the Star Wars section. I went straight to the bra section with Sears Wish book. I love it.
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Hey,
when did that
we're
end
up
for
against
you?
a tight break here.
Well,
poor Ethan's dying.
When Sears stopped printing their catalog.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, that's very funny.
That's when it ended.
That was a bummer. I mean, all my titillation, if you will, disappeared with no more Sears Wish book catalog back then. But no, honestly.
Hey, John, when do we lose you in the evenings when the Christmas songs start?
I bet she's pretty cool to hang out with. You guys think she's cool to hang out with?
Taylor Swift, yeah.
I think she'd be fun.
I think she'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I do too.
Yep.
And
Why don't
generous.
you guys invite her up to 71st and Keystone? She would probably come up there. I mean, you guys are getting Christmas going early.
Yeah, I'll give her a little ride on the train.
Give her a ride on the train?
Yeah. Our new train is red and white. Little IU thing going.
Oh, is it really? Yeah. I mean,
yes, it's red and white.
What could she be doing this morning? Well, nothing really, right? Sitting down, I'm assuming at the Conrad. You think she's at the Conrad?
I bet she's, you know what? I bet she's crafting. I bet she just got up, she had a hot bath, and had some breakfast, and now she's crafting.
I bet she's on the red line right now, heading this way.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
The bus?
Oh, yes. She probably got herself out on the platform waiting for the train, and then got on even though she was so disappointed it was a bus.
If she doesn't have an entourage, then you don't really know.
Yeah.
She can wear a hat and glasses. You'd never know.
Never.
She could look like me.
Yeah.
Whoa.
She could.
I'm not a huge fan of the music because I just don't know it very well, but she seems like a pretty cool chick. So, yeah, right?
I think she is.
Right? Yeah.
And she's good for business.
It is. I'm telling you what, the Swifties, I'm glad they're in town and spending all that money. But damn one of them can't drive anything. Have you guys been gone down Illinois yet? Like 3 cars going the wrong way coming at you? Lord. They hand out driver's license to the Swifties and all? What in the world?
Well, they're from all over the world, though.
They are. Like all over the world in all ages.
They interviewed somebody on, it's either, I think it was Channel 13, from Serbia.
Oh,
From Serbia. Mm. And she goes, the people here are so nice. nothing like Serbia. It's like, oh, okay. I'll take that as a compliment. John, we got to run.
They have one-way streets in Serbia. I mean, they have one-way streets. I'm telling you, 3 times yesterday I drove out on Illinois, and there were cars going southbound and the northbound one way. I'm thinking, all right. And you see the license plate. So you see the license plate, and you kind of know what you're dealing with there. So
they all say
sometimes
Swifty.
it says 32, and you also know what you're dealing with there from Hendricks County. Sometimes they struggle with driving too.
Okay. Anything else that's bothering you right now?
One more shot
before we go.
Talking about what a kind gentleman he is.
We got to go.
Yeah, we got to go. All right, tonight, B105.7, the JMV takeover. Only a few weeks left before it switches off to Christmas.
And
how many more?
We got 4 more, including tonight, and I believe we're going to start giving away at some point some Sullivan Hardware and Garden gift certificates.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so well done. Thank you, Pat.
All right, glad to do it. All right, that's tonight.
Am I breaking news?
Well, everything is breaking news to me, John, but I'm glad we did it. I'm glad we did it. B105.7, 6 until midnight tonight, and then you have Colts coverage tomorrow?
You got Colts 5:30 on the Fan. We begin with the Colts pregame huddle for that game in Minneapolis. Joe Flacco and the Colts and the Vikings coming up on Sunday Night Football. 5:30 Colts pregame huddle tonight, 6 until midnight. The final 4 JMV takeovers of the season before I forget all about it for a month when they go Christmas music. So done.
There you go. All right, we're coming right back. See you, John.
You got it.
93 WIBC.
That is so cute.
Hey, good morning. Welcome back. My name is Pat. Denny is here. Terry is here. Allison is here, but does not have a voice. She was actually getting a little sick, and then she went to the T Swift concert, and now she has no voice. So
she's hilarious.
I want to let you know that she is here, and she texts us stuff, and we pass it along. So we're going to we kind of went a little long last time, so we're going to get out of here. But the Sullivan Express to the North Pole tickets went on sale yesterday at 4 o'clock. So if you forgot, we still have tickets left. I mean, everyone wants the weekend tickets, so those go first. And we sold 9,000 tickets, 9,000 families yesterday from 4 until midnight. And people, you know what the weird thing is? People buy tickets all night long. All these poor people that can't sleep. I mean, there's tickets that come in at 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
Does your phone ching every time an angel gets its wing type thing? Every time somebody buys a ticket?
Yeah, matter of fact, I'll just open up my phone right now. And, okay, I'll just pull up the first one here that was, all right, coming down here. All right, so this was about 11:35, so a minute ago. It is, someone bought Saturday, November 23rd. So that's the Saturday before Thanksgiving, and they bought it $150. So what is $150? Nap time. So right now, all the nap time, first the morning tickets, afternoon tickets, then the nap time starts to sell. So this is a nap time ticket to Stephanie in Zionsville.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I look at everyone, and I write a nice little note. Just a little thank you note.
Now, wait a minute.
Yes, I do.
No, he does not.
I mean, it's a great...
I think that's a lost
You
art.
lying sack of beans.
You know who does it well? Doug Bowles.
Doug
at
does?
the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. He writes thank you notes and sits with fans.
Doug Bowles is a friend of mine, and Pat
Anywhere.
Sullivan is no Doug Bowles.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying that's kind of the Doug Bowles thing, is to actually take a minute, write handwritten notes.
No. We'll sell 13,000, almost 14,000 tickets, and everyone will get a handwritten note from me.
Oh, man.
I mean, I think that's cool if you really do it.
You better go to confession. That is just blatant.
I'm going to go through the.
Are you a politician?
I'm going through the
get away with
drive-through
that?
over at St. Luke's. They got the new drive-through confessional.
That's perfect.
It's awesome. I'll take
I don't have time anymore.
I'll take a 7, 2 threes. I better give me 1, 2.
I bet that's the future, though.
Oh, it really is.
If it's not happening now.
You need to pull into space 1, and the priest will be out.
Uh-oh.
See, that means if they make you pull into space.
Terry, you brought in some little
we're
snackies.
coming right back.
Now, wait a minute. I want to know about these little snackies that Terry brought in.
They're doing sampling now.
Hey, we're coming
Here.
right back.
All right.
93 WIBC. Man, I had a football team that loved this song. I mean, they did this song every game.
Really? Who let the dogs out?
Who let the dogs out? Who? So they have one guy doing it and the other yeah.
That's cute.
Yep.
Not bad for, what, 3rd and 4th graders?
5th and 6th.
5th and 6th.
11-year-olds, which is the perfect age. Did I ever tell you that? I've always thought that 11-year-old, because they're old enough to know stuff, but they haven't gotten lippy yet, and they don't smell. I mean, they hadn't started smelling yet. So, sure enough, I can't believe it. I saw there was an article I read, 11, the best age. How about that? The golden 11-year-olds.
I think it's that thing about getting lippy. All of a sudden, the testosterone starts to change their body, but it also denses up their brain a little bit, and they talk back to everybody.
Yeah, they just go through that stage. I remember also coaching Mike Joseph, Mike Hoffman, classmates of mine from Chittard, and we used to do this thing where the first day we would time them in the 40. You time them in the 40, and then you would do different drills and time them to get an idea of what kind of athletes they are. Then as we got older, because those guys coached a long time. I coached like 15 years. We just realized that if we had 2 kids with mustaches, that'd be a good year. So instead of having them run, we would just look and go, mustache? No, that's a milkshake. And then you go on. So.
That
or if they have a chest hair.
Yeah. No,
it's the Home and Garden Show. We've got the big Christmas kickoff sale here at 7.
Yes, we do.
And things are starting to pick up, Pat. I'm starting to see some.
We had a really good day yesterday. And again, I say this as a retailer, how we want everything perfect. In fall, we want perfect fall weather. And then when it turns Christmas, we want it a little cold, maybe just spitting a little rain.
Was that about the perfect October? We had 1 or 2 days of rain.
Besides there not being any rain and everything going dry.
But just the
weather was great.
The solar measurements for October were off the charts.
Yep.
I listened to the weather people talk about just how much they're. I mean, it's in the 3rd standard deviation, which I know you don't know what that means. That means it's really, really rare, Pat.
Is it like a deviated septum?
Sort of like that, right up your nose, buddy.
Yep.
Right up your nose.
So, anyways, here at the store, we're having our holiday kickoff. So you get coupons when you come in. You get 20% off any artificial wreath, and there's no limit on that. Artificial trees is the big deal. You get an extra 10% off. We have the very best trees. More importantly, that people don't realize, we take care of your tree. Even when it's out of warranty, if it's 10 years down the road, you can bring it in. We'll fix it for you. We have all the, we have a whole department, because we actually have a service where we set up people's trees. We actually take care of 900 trees for our customers, and we shape them each year and take them to their home. So it's easy for us to take care of yours when you bring in the section that maybe went bad. Gourmet food items, buy one, get one 50% off. 6 ornaments, buy 6, you get 30% off. And when we don't know what you want, so we have 1 coupon for 25% off 1 gift item, Christmas gift item.
1 Christmas gift item.
No, it can be anything.
Count? Okay, because there's people that are hauling that you have the most beautiful gloves here.
Yeah,
and
that
people
would
are buying
count.
gloves. That gets a 25% coupon.
Count.
Okay.
Seriously, if you convince the cashier, they'll give it to you. I mean, if you bought a kitchen faucet and said, "Hey, we're going to do something really unusual on our Christmas tree. We're actually going to hook it up to water so people can actually wash their hands at the Christmas tree."
Oh, what a great idea.
And then the cashier would go, "Okay, if you say so."
25% off.
So, I mean, you'd be lying, but
you got to live with that. But you still get the geek.
It's the election season. What changes? I mean, we're just going along with the crowd here.
Right.
Yep. Sullivan Express tickets are on sale yesterday, and so it actually went very smooth. But so we sit in the office because people have problems, and I really feel bad about this. I talked to this older lady, And she won it December 14th at like 6 o'clock. Well, that's like the number one ticket. December 14th was the first day, sold out in seconds. And she couldn't understand because she got right on and she goes, well, it said, and it just kept spinning. Well, it meant that there were so many people buying that. And she was so sad. I said, well, you know what? I was on the phone. I couldn't do anything for her. I said, tell me, when do you want to go? It's like, give me another date. She goes, no, that was the only time I had. Oh. She said, okay, thanks. And she hung up. Made me sad because there's a lot of, there's a lot of times. And again, yes, there's a lot of night tickets, but I think it's really cool at night. The snow looks so much more because we have to make our own snow, but we do. We spend $5,000 on snow liquid.
On snow liquid.
Yep.
Wow.
And plus we have to buy the machine. So
that's not the best part. We've got some new venues coming in for the train. The train's going through some different areas. Everything is always new here. That's what I like.
And we can't tell you what it is, but I'm telling you, if this container ship gets into New York and they get that stuff over here, it's going to be really cool. If not, you're going to go through like an empty warehouse.
Actually, Pat and Terry and Ashley,
we're going to be sitting
We're all going to be sitting there dancing for you.
That's right. Everybody. We're going to say, "Who let the dogs out?" And then the train will go, "Hoo, hoo, hoo." And then we send you on your way.
That's fun.
Yeah. We're coming right back. 93 WIBC. Hey, good morning. Welcome back. Pat Sullivan, Denny Smith, Terry Stacy, Allison Lemons. 2 new hires here at Sullivan Hardware and Garden, 71st and Keystone. And they were standing there doing nothing, so I thought, well, they could entertain our audience. So this is Tyler and Max.
Which one's Tyler? Which one's Max? Tyler?
That is Max.
Yep.
And
Tyler?
And Tyler has longer hair.
Okay. Yep. Hi, Tyler.
What's your guys' last name?
Jones.
Jones.
They're brothers?
They're twins.
Yeah.
Oh, they're twins.
They're identical twins.
Well, one has really curly hair and one doesn't, and one's short. You can tell the difference. There's a difference between them in their hair.
Yeah, their hair, when they started working here, their hair was the same, and I cut one of their hair.
So you could tell the difference?
Yep.
It was a good move.
Yep. Where do you guys go to school?
Rebuff.
Rebuff?
Yeah.
So what happened last night?
I don't know. Our defense kind of stopped.
Got beat by Ron Colley?
Yeah.
Were you at the game?
Yeah. We were there. Our offense wasn't playing as good as normal, and our defense just wasn't doing too good.
Did the Danville people show up with the shirts that said "We won"?
Mm-hmm. Yes, they did.
Did they?
Yeah.
How many?
There was a couple. There weren't as much as I was thinking, though.
Yeah, I thought it would be.
There were a few people,
crazy.
like one group probably, just standing around.
Yeah, that was a really unfortunate thing, and it certainly had nothing to do with your school. Just bad call.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, so there you go. So you guys are out. So, did you guys ride the train when you were little here?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
See, this is what's happening now. We're starting to get employees that rode the train.
I think that's pretty cool. And so now are you working specifically with the train when the train gets up and running?
We could work there. I don't know
really.
yet. Yeah.
They really
Have they
don't.
gone through the school? I know there's training, right?
These guys are hired on for. They'll probably be doing fresh cut trees and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So really, right now, that's why they're here on the show. Is they really don't do anything.
Yeah. We're just all around.
But they still get paid.
Yeah.
And they're making a living.
Have we not given you like a shirt yet or anything?
Oh yeah, we have a shirt.
Like a Sullivan shirt?
Oh yeah, he's got one.
Yeah, it'd be nice if you like the customers. That's not. It doesn't say Sullivan on it.
It does.
It does
in the
corner.
back. Yeah.
In the back? Is that how those shirts are?
Yeah.
It says up in the chest.
Yeah,
okay,
I'll try to back.
Okay. Well, what do you guys hope to learn here? Your parents make you get the job?
No, I'd say it would just be cool to be in this environment, learn
communication, good communication with people.
Communication, right? Economics, learn about that.
Right?
Yeah.
How about you, Max? Same.
Pretty much, and also like Christmas. So this is a good store to work at.
Yeah, we only have 10 seconds now.
You can't talk
you guys should say goodbye right now.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Okay,
All right, hour number 4 is coming up. 93 WIBC.
I'm not lying. You want to see sexy, you watch Pat Sullivan whip out a box cutter from his pants.
Yeah, it's like watching a C-section on an elephant.
Like Allison needed a knife, and I just leaned forward and grabbed my box knife, and Terry's just
I
like...
got a shiver.
Wow.
I was like, wow. Before me stands a real man.
Oh, boy.
With a box cutter and everything. Right there in his pants.
Right there.
Hey, what'd you do to your knuckle? You been in a bar fight?
Good
this Lord.
Is,
you're beat up, son.
Christmas tree. Artificial Christmas trees are kind of, they're a little rough.
You're kind of thin-skinned. Look at that. I'm counting 6 or 7 wounds. What happens?
You might want to put together a list of cautions when it comes to artificial trees.
Well,
you really look like you've been eaten by a wolf.
It's when you move them and pull them around and stuff.
You should be wearing gloves. I mean, just the gloves will protect your hands a little bit.
He's got a box cutter in his pants.
Yeah.
He didn't need anything.
It looks like a weed whip took out his knuckles.
Yeah, I think there's actually a piece of wood in my knuckle.
Oh.
Let me look at that.
Because it's getting a little
lance
fussy.
that and then get some Aquaphor on it. I mean,
where's that box knife?
I'm a doctor in real life, yeah.
Lance that, baby.
I can pull it out.
Yep, I can pull it out.
Whoa. This is a family show here.
Yep. All right, Sullivan Hardware and Garden, 71st and Keystone. We are celebrating our holiday kickoff and looking forward on our schedule. Thursday is a special day for the Yellow House. And so that's the Yellow House Open. That's when the fancy food and stuff is at night, 5 o'clock at night.
Is
like meatballs and...
Or is that just a come as you are and sample?
No, it's come as you are. You know, you come and there's free wine and beer and kind of a...
I think they've got some free wine and they're having some free wine sampling today.
I think they're sampling wine.
And hors d'oeuvres, little cheese and crackers. And
Yep, so that's a little sampling, but really gets... the big spread is on Thursday. Now, we've done this before with an election, and I'm 2 days after an election, if there's no clear winner, that thing's going to be a bust, and there's going to be a lot of meatballs left.
Oh, because people won't come.
No,
what are they doing? They just sit around waiting.
They sit around and
waiting for the result.
Waiting for people to count chads.
Hey, before I forget, Santa's Pit Stop Christmas Shop is going to open on Saturday, a week from today. And that's Dave and Becky Wilson, and it's really a cute little store. 1515 Main Street and Speedway. You can't miss it.
And Big Joe's been helping them. Stasiak's been making counters.
He's such a good friend. I mean, he really is the best friend you could ever have.
He loves to do the artsy-fartsy with the craftsmanship and tools and stuff.
He'll do stuff he doesn't even like if he's your friend, though.
Yep.
Big Joe will just do whatever you ask of him.
Yeah, he does.
He truly is. Good guy.
Good
and also remember, out at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, they are collecting donated items. If you've got them, a cash or whatever it is, it's all going to go to, I think it's Wish for Our Veterans, Wish for Our Hoosiers, I think it is. It's an organization that helps our veterans, and we had 50 that were displaced last week. You remember that awful fire at HVAF.
Golly, it just kept going and going, Terry.
It's Wishes for Our Heroes. I'm sorry I didn't get that right. Thank you, Allison. Volunteers are collecting non-perishable food and hygiene items and socks and all kinds of clothing from until 5 o'clock this evening. This is in the Brickyard Crossing parking lot. So thanks them for opening up the parking lot for them and the donations. Also, poor Allison. If you're just tuning in, Allison doesn't have a voice. She went to the Taylor Swift concert last night, but even before then, she was losing her voice, and now she's like a cat.
Allison,
I'm doing better now.
Allison, as a young woman, you need to find your voice.
Oh, shut up, Pat.
You need to find your voice in this world.
I found it, and I used it way too much.
Oh, boy.
It's getting worse and worse, everybody.
Yeah. She just showed this to me, though.
Hey, those cough drops, aren't those neat little cough drops? Did you try one yet?
Yes, I did. They're
All right.
really good.
I'm gonna, before you lose it again, I want to ask you one question to see if you can, and Terry, you can help interpret.
What is Taylor Swift's middle name?
No.
What is it?
It's Allison.
It's Allison.
Oh, now I see even a stronger connection between them.
Allison.
I do.
She spells it different.
Allison has been on to two of the concerts on this current tour.
Mm-hmm.
Which one, I don't want to say which one is better, but what were the differences, or were there?
So the first one I went to was last June.
Last June?
This voice.
Don't make fun of me. It was in Cincinnati.
Okay, yeah.
In Cincinnati, okay.
It was great.
Remember, she dressed up really well. It was a beautiful thing.
It was really hot. It was in July. It was open
outside,
stadium.
okay.
And then
I like that open venue, though. Did you like the open venue?
I did, but the sun was in my eyes.
Oh.
So I think it's okay. It was good, though.
Yeah.
I was happy to be there. And then the second time, she's released a new album since then.
Okay.
So she added a whole second set list. Cam is looking at me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so she added more songs.
Her voice is coming back.
And
it does when she talks about Taylor.
I have to be really passionate. And so that's what the difference was this time around, and it was really fun.
Did they lift her up in the basket for the people in the high
she
seats?
didn't do that, but she had a lot of acrobats and stuff like that going on. So
Really?
lots of lights
like
on the stage.
Whole circus.
That you can
Anybody
see.
anybody go up on the cloth, the draperies? You know those dancers.
Oh,
that
there was
do
no draperies, but and everyone had glowing wristbands that like would sing to the music. Always
turn
really
on.
fun.
Oh my gosh!
That's the first time I've seen those. That we were at a Coldplay.
They're really cool because they can do designs throughout the
It is
whole crowd.
awesome. It's crazy.
Do they give them to you?
Yeah.
Yep.
You
Get
walk
that's
in.
when you get something free.
Yeah.
For the $13,000 that you
Allison,
spent
for
on
the
tickets.
people
But
that
you have to
spent
give it back. They ask you to give it back when
They
you.
ask you to, but
Oh, so you stole it.
no.
for the people
I
that
forgot to return it.
for the people that spent $1,000.
You know what they do?
Oh, this is impossible.
I know. Hold on, Dan. What they'll do though is they go through they'll be in the shopping malls and they turn them on and they arrest you.
Oh well, it might be worth it.
Yep.
You get electrocuted if you keep them.
I'll keep it here. I'll keep it here at Sullivan's.
All right, Dan, go ahead.
I'm good.
No. You had a thought.
I was just going to ask you, for the people that spent $2,000 and $3,000 and $4,000 a seat, did they get their money's worth?
Oh my gosh, I'm sure they did.
That's hard to answer. I mean, that's a lot of money, but it was a good show. It was a very good show. It's 3
If they're
solid
willing
hours.
to pay $4,000, I bet you they obviously are so passionate they could have just heard her, barely even heard her or seen her, but they were there.
Did they bring
It was about
anybody up
being
on?
there.
Did they bring anybody from the audience up on stage?
So there's one song where she brings a little girl to the front of the stage and she gives her like a hat or something. So there was a fan that got picked last night.
Oh,
Ah.
It was cute.
It's cute.
So obviously the ages were across the board.
Yeah, I would say 8 to 10-year-olds and then millennials.
Okay.
Any
like high
grandma? Any
schools.
grandma and grandpas?
I didn't see many of those, no.
Oh.
So.
But they can. Anybody can.
I'm glad you got in. I remember
know,
when you
I'm-
came
I'm
back
truly-
from
I'm so-
Cincinnati.
I'm
When you
so
came back from
thankful.
Cincinnati, you were over the moon, and
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I'm very grateful.
So Becky is going with our granddaughter.
It
Maddie.
was so much fun.
So they're going Sunday. So
That's cool.
That's the last
is,
show.
That's kind of special because that is the last show.
Of the US.
yeah,
Of the U.S.,
of
yeah.
the
So
US.
that's kind of a special one. And I feel like that she will say something that maybe she didn't say in the last couple of shows, maybe.
Yeah, she'll probably
but
go
it's her
like.
very last one. I mean, not forever,
So
never.
she'll go. I'm so tired.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting how she does for her tour by always just doing them on the weekends like that instead of going from, we're playing here, and just you keep going. She kind of does it midweek, goes home or whatever she does. It's like
the really
that's good.
successful ones get to choose their schedule. Jimmy Buffett always wanted Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and he wouldn't let the promoters go beyond that. And Taylor Swift, I'm sure, is in charge.
How about go ahead?
I do have a prediction.
Okay.
So she has a song called 22. I think she'll bring Caitlin Clark up on stage.
Yeah.
Do you really?
I think so.
Caitlin was
I'm not
there on-
announcing that at all. I'm not announcing that.
Way to go,
She was there last night. Caitlin was there
Was
last
she?
night. Yep, she was there
Why
last
didn't she bring
night.
her up stage?
Well, maybe because I don't know, but she was. I saw
She was there?
last night.
There goes your prediction.
That's it.
Well,
That,
you guys
that,
later. But
that
you know what? Look,
screechy voice is that of Allison
I
Lemons,
know, I
our
just stopped
producer.
talking.
Screech.
she could. I'm wondering about the suites, right? So she probably was in a suite, maybe, right? So maybe she can come back again.
Yeah.
Caitlin's a big fan. She may come back tonight and tomorrow.
I'm sure pretty much anybody would let Caitlin in.
Yeah.
Got a ticket?
Yeah.
Just show the jersey. Come
Yeah.
on.
There were a lot of Caitlin Clark Halloween costumes this year.
There was.
We saw a
Oh,
lot
what,
of them.
really?
In fact,
You
the
got it.
governor and his wife. She was
Janet.
Caitlin.
Oh, Janet.
Right? Janet was Caitlin. He was Abraham Lincoln.
Is that who he was? I couldn't figure out who he was.
Historical figure.
He kind of looks, with his beard and stuff. Does he still have the?
Yeah.
Looked like it. Yeah, it did.
Talk about make
He makes a good Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, he did.
Nice.
I mean, look, he made a pretty good Abraham
All right.
Lincoln. He was tall.
All right, we're going to get out of here. When we come back, we're at Sullivan Hardware and Garden 71st and Keystone. We'll be sampling a new line of candy canes that we have for this holiday season.
Ooh.
And I think that'll be a lot of fun. Coming right back, 93 WIBC.
Sullivan in the crowd stands holding something sharp in his pants. box cutter ready to dance. Danger lurking with a glance. Folks are talking in hushed tones, whispered secrets in their phones.
This is a song about a guy that has a box cutter in his pants.
No way.
Yes, it is. Listen.
Ooh, with a glint in his eye, cat sly as the night. Got mystery by his side with a box cutter tight. He's gone cool and collected.
Oh my gosh!
Is it about a hot guy?
This is about Ethan Patterson back in studio has put this together
in his pants.
Oh, did Ethan really make this?
Ethan just put this together for us.
That's awesome. How fast that is.
Ethan, you're amazing. It's good to have you on the team,
this
brother.
is a real song. Who is this? Billy Joel?
No, quit it.
I called Billy Joel on my way here, and I asked him to make a song. So.
Yeah. Is this from your AI program?
Yeah, it is.
That's hilarious.
Good. So good.
Ethan, bravo.
Amazing.
Love it.
Thank you.
Send that one to me, will you?
Oh, I have the Sullivan one too.
Yeah, I got
That's awesome. Pat, if you're just now tuning in, Pat whipped out at the top of the hour
Careful how you say that.
some box cutters right out of his pants, and I got a shiver. It was kind of hot.
Wow.
That's the only thing I've ever done that's hot.
You should see him with an adjustable wrench.
Oh man, now there's a song.
239-9393. That AI spooky. Okay, we're here at Sullivan Hardware and Garden, 71st and Keystone. All of our stores, mainly Keystone and Allisonville, but certainly the other stores with lights and different things. But all the decor is at Allisonville and Keystone. There's coupons that you get. We'll go through tomorrow. Christmas trees, you get an extra 10% off the sale price, and that goes away tomorrow at 6 o'clock. No exceptions.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Sullivan, his middle name is Exception.
All right, there probably is. But seriously, that's it. So and we have trees up to 14 foot tall. We have little 2-footers, 2 to 14 foot. So check it out. You won't find a better tree. And the most important thing, we take care of it.
I want to hear
buy a tree online. They'll send you when you have a bad light set.
I want to hear the report back on this special chocolate that Allison and Terry have. It looks really good. The hot chocolate.
It's their individual hot chocolate packets that they sell here at Sullivan, and they are so good. They're
Any
all different
flavors?
flavors. And
What flavor did you get?
We've got a peppermint hot chocolate, and then we just got a regular classic hot cocoa, and mixed them together, and they're just delicious. And
So you guys ready? Are you ready for name that
Yep.
candy cane?
Yep. These are new, right?
Yep. We're going to start with the yellow one.
Yellow one, because it smells awful.
I don't know what it tastes like.
Butter. It tastes like butter.
Kind of tastes like a candy cane.
Tastes like a bad butterscotch.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad butterscotch, cheap butterscotch.
Do you want to know what it is?
Yeah. What is it?
This is the yellow one, by the way.
It tastes better than it smells.
Mac and cheese?
Oh, it's a sweet mac and cheese. I wouldn't have guessed that.
This just gives Pat another reason to hate mac and cheese.
Yeah, I don't get that one. All right.
Mac and cheese, okay.
So I'm
All right.
hoping that the next one is going to be what? Coleslaw?
All right, which one? All right, we're doing the green one.
Pat spit it out.
Yeah.
He
That
didn't like
yellow
that.
one was not worth it. All right.
Which one, green?
Green.
Green, the dancing machine.
Let's see.
Kind of tastes like the yellow one.
Mm.
Oh. I got this one.
It.
I got
It
it.
tastes dilly.
Yep. Pickles?
Oh.
God, we nailed you with the
It
pickles
is.
last week.
Pickles.
didn't we?
Pickles.
Pickle candy canes.
Golly,
That's not bad.
This one's good.
Hey,
It's
Pat,
pretty good.
Yeah, it is
Little
good.
dill, little
I
dill.
hope these sell, but they really suck. Sorry.
You don't like the
They're
pickle one?
fun. The
No,
pickle's
I don't
good.
like the pickle
that's
at
good.
all.
I
Okay.
kind of like that dilly.
The last one.
Last one is red in color. The pickle is the green one. Yellow was going to be the mac and cheese.
Okay.
Oh, I don't like this one.
Hold on.
Nope.
Oh, I don't know what that is. Oh, I don't care for it. It tastes like a condiment.
Oh my gosh.
I hate it.
I know what that is.
Is it it's not barbecue.
It's ketchup.
It's ketchup.
Oh, I don't. That's
Yeah.
terrible.
Doggone, Allison. Can't you get something good at the whole freaking store? We get this?
Those are
Okay.
fun gifts. Those are fun gifts.
They
to
are
give to
fun
people.
gifts. I would say the pickle one, though, is actually good.
Yeah, I like
Pickle
it.
one's good.
That's good.
I will say the yellow one
they're fun.
wasn't revolting.
No.
The ketchup one, and I love ketchup.
Ketchup's gross.
Do you like ketchup anyways? Like in a normal?
Meh. I mean, I'm not going to put a straw and drink it.
I love your voice. It's coming back little by little.
Sorry, listeners.
It'd be good. It would go good if there was a French fried flavored candy cane.
Now that's
Now, if
funny.
you put both of them in, so you got a little French fry, a little ketchup.
I'm gonna
or if
tell
there's
you a little
hamburger
secret.
flavored one with a little ketchup.
Every-
hot dog.
Every
Hot dog
Sunday
flavored.
morning, Scott Johnson comes in and he's got either some sort of big time French fries, and he sets a cold French fry on Terry's desk, and she goes crazy over these cold French fries.
I can't wait to go back.
So Scott has works in the sports
so
department, has for 40 years.
Yeah. So when the Colts games are there, next thing I know, Terry's coming in. Taste this, and it's a cold French
He
fry.
leaves me a cold French fry from Five Guys every Sunday.
Just sitting on your keyboard.
Just one French fry. That's
One
all
French
I
fry.
need. I like them. I like a Five Guys French fry.
Okay. Let's see. We have, if I can find the cursor, we're going to talk to Lisa. There we go. Hi, Lisa.
Hi. How are you guys?
We're doing good. What's up?
Well, I DoorDash, and for a couple of months now, on my Google Maps, every time I get on 69, and this is on the south side of Indy, on my map, it comes up Iraq/Afghanistan. Now, any other interstate, it says USS, but 69 doesn't, and I'm weirded out by that.
Well, it's yeah. I mean, that's a weird. Does anybody? Let's find out if anybody else gets the same thing.
I've got a screenshot of it on my phone.
That is bizarre. Wonder what that
It is.
means. Do you think
And
it has to do with
it's been going on
chemtrails?
for a few months that I've been
Chemtrails?
Terry, she's trying to be serious here.
It could
I mean, it could be with the chemtrails.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting. And if anybody else has the very same experience, let's see if it's just on your phone or if it's on anybody else's phone.
And what is the zip code that this pops up in? Is it 46142?
No, it's a Russian zip code.
No, it's not.
46217.
217. Okay, so that's more Southport area.
That's
Yeah,
where
Southport.
I've noticed it.
Coming up 69.
You know what? There's a possibility, because it's taken so long to build 69, that Mitch Daniels sold it to him.
Quit it.
Remember
I was
that?
thinking.
Remember when he sold the road?
He sold. Right.
Does
Was it the,
does the map still work? I mean, other than the fact it says Afghanistan or Arabia,
It
whatever
does.
it is, it still
It
gets you
does.
there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
You-
it's just
next time you
really
stop for a
weird.
client, yeah,
is
when
weird.
you're stopping to pick up your tip, just ask them if they have seceded from the union. Okay, and
There
then
you
we'll
go.
know.
Lisa,
Really
thank you very much. We appreciate the call.
I
That
love
is
that
weird.
kind of stuff. I like hearing about spooky, weird stuff.
Remember when Mitch Daniels
I do.
sold that? That was hilarious.
Was it the
Not
toll
hilarious.
road? Was it the what was it?
It was the toll road.
Yeah, it was a toll road.
Indiana toll road. We couldn't even
Couldn't believe
Indiana.
it.
We could not operate a toll road without losing money. We could not. And he ended up selling that for like
Sure did.
$3 or $4 billion.
$4 billion. $4 billion.
$4 billion.
dollars.
And then once the national people got word of that, they banned selling roads after that.
Somebody's always got to be the first.
I believe it
Give
was.
it a try.
It was really well done.
Yep. Mike joins us on the program from the Michaelis Corporation. Hey, Mike.
Good morning. How are you guys?
We are doing good. How about you?
Oh, doing fantastic. It's beautiful outside.
Absolutely.
Mike, you have a better connection than we do.
Sounds good,
Are you
doesn't
in
it?
studio? This is great.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually in my living room.
Oh.
It does sound good.
All right. So tell our listeners what it is that you do for the Michaelis Corporation.
What I do personally, I'm the director of business development. So it's
You kind of scared
my
me
job.
when you kind of hesitated. You hesitated like you didn't know what you did.
No, I fully know what I do. It's a large bucket,
Okay.
but I fully enjoy what I do. I am kind of the face of the company and call on insurance agents and just kind of go out there and build relationships and let people know the services we offer and how we can help them.
And right now, are you guys still offering the free crawl space inspection?
We are. Absolutely.
Well, that's great. That's a great deal and a great time because a lot of people they don't want to get down in the crawl space. As, you get a little bit older and you think, and then you just start worrying about it. So just having that as an option for you guys to go down, check things out, and report back to the homeowner, and hopefully you'll report back to like, hey, everything's great down there. What else can we help you with? So
yeah, I hope we do. We don't see any foundation issues or moisture readings, are normal and ready to go, and we don't have to do a huge project, but we are ready for those projects of encapsulations and waterproofing and taking care of all that, so no further damage happens.
Yeah, I have a feeling there's going to be some pent-up demand once we finally get. I mean, we haven't. It's been so dry, but when the late fall rains hit, that's when people will find out, if some pumps quit or different things like that.
You are correct. We get sub-zero temperatures and pipes bust under the house. That's another issue.
Oh, shush. That's enough of that. No swearing on this here radio.
Yep, there you go.
I'm sorry, just
Mike,
being real.
Yeah, being real. Mike, thanks for checking in with us today. Mike from the Michaelis Corporation. The number 844-FIX-INDY. That's 844-FIX-INDY. Water storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it.
Hey, brother, there's an endless road to rediscover. Hey, sister, know the water's sweet, but blood is thicker. Oh, if the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do.
All right, so I think the crew here did not like the ketchup, mac and cheese. What was the third one?
Dill pickle.
Pickles.
Pickles.
We like the pickle.
We like the pickles. The other two were. But anyways, you can buy those. They're please buy those. Actually, I remember when Joe and Arden, I think, were buying those. I thought,
Well, I think it'd be fun to give the kids and watch their faces. I think if you had young kids, I think it'd be a hoot.
And there's always ketchup lovers. Like if you look at our junk food tree, there's always a bottle of ketchup. Matter of fact, I do you remember this? How old do you have to be to remember this?
Tab.
Wow. It's an ornament of a 6-pack of Tab.
One of the first drinks that I remember that was sugar-free.
Yeah, it had Remember, it had cyclamates, and then they thought that was going to be bad for us.
Here,
look at that.
Look who's here.
That's fun.
Scott is here with turkey pizza because we have Turkey Fest coming up on the 16th of this month.
2 weeks from today.
Yep.
Wow.
So I kind of, Terry, in a long time ago, we used to do this cooking contest, and we were doing pizzas, and Terry kind of developed this turkey pizza.
With dressing.
With dressing, gravy.
Everything.
And cheese
all your
and all
leftover,
that.
your cranberries, everything goes on. Stuffing.
So, Scott, take a picture of that, Allison, because that would be
really
great for our social media. So it's a...
Look at that.
Now, he cooked those in the Ghazni. So the Ghazni is like a
900 degree.
It's
furnace.
a 900 degree pizza oven. It's going to be a very, very hot Christmas gift this year.
This is not on the grill. This is in a pizza oven.
This is in a pizza oven because right now the hot things are griddles and pizza ovens. So
griddles are really hot right now.
Yes, they are. They are. And everyone's Weber has come out with a really good one.
Pat,
Traeger has a really good one. What are you killing there?
That's a yellow jacket that was in your ear. If you hadn't had headphones, you'd have been dead.
I didn't feel it because of the hair.
Well, you got no hair.
In my ear.
Oh, the hair in your ear. I'm sorry. The hair on your back or the hair in your ear?
Anytime I make an inappropriate joke about religion, I always mention that God does have a sense of humor, or he wouldn't have hair growing out your ear.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
That's important.
This looks fantastic.
So we're going to try this here?
Oh, yeah. Let's go to try it.
Yeah, go ahead.
What about you?
I'm going to talk about our sale while you guys try. Scott from the grill department, his turkey pizza that we hope that will be served at Turkey Fest on the 16th of November. So that's a free event. It's a lot of fun. Today is our holiday kickoff. Goes through tomorrow.
It just fell off.
There is
fantastic.
There is a ton. We have about 5 coupons. They're very broad. One of them, you get 25% off any one non-sale item. So that is cool. I mean, anything in the gift shop, anything gift related,
So good.
you can use that coupon for. There's a ornament, buy 6 ornaments, get 30% off. Gourmet food items, which be all our sauces and rubs, and even in the gift shop, buy one, get one 50% off. Artificial Christmas wreaths, 20% off, no limit. And the big one, artificial wreaths or artificial trees, you'll get 10% off the sale price. And again, we have the finest trees, I think, in the entire. Well, you know what makes them so fine is that we fix them.
You fix them so they look. So what? Well, you fix them meaning.
I mean, in 5 years, if there's a strand out, you just bring in that section and we'll fix it for you. And I think that is. And again, if you look at the light count, if I wanted to make a tree less expensive, I would make it shorter. So the industry standard 7.5, I'd make it a 7.
Oh.
And then I would take tips off of it, and I would take the light count under, say, 100 per foot. So instead of 700, lights on the tree, which would be 100 per foot, I would probably take it down to maybe 550, and that's how I would make a tree cheaper. But on our trees, they're 7.5 foot. And a lot of them, if it's a full-size tree, will always have 900 or 1,000 lights. So a little bit of the difference. All right, you guys, have you tried the pizza?
It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Scott?
Really good.
Scott, come over here. There's
Scott. Here.
Here's a nice thing about it.
Give him Allison's, because Allison can't talk.
We've got the dressing. We've got the cranberries that sweetens it up like a really sweet jello. Or jelly, and then you've also got the turkey. It's really, turkey, Scotty, this is really well done.
There's a cheese on there that's, what is that? Is that, what kind of cheese? It's not feta.
Well, we've got 2 cheeses. We've got a smoked Gouda, and we also have a goat cheese.
The goat cheese.
Would you like for me to talk about the layer?
I don't like
stratification.
I don't really like goat cheese. I don't like cheese that are named after an animal.
Oh, well, I see what you mean.
Boy, you're an opinion little guy.
Well, it's just, why can't it just be cheese?
Like
they could call it, early morning cheese.
They could call it early morning cheese.
Early morning cheese sounds bad. That sounds like more like a poopery problem. So go ahead, Scott. I think I'm getting myself in trouble.
All right. So we've got the pizza crust. That's going to be our base.
So you just did you just use one of our
flatbreads for today, right? And those are par baked. Definitely recommend a par baked pizza crust or flatbread for this particular recipe. Got mashed potatoes thinned down a little bit, so that's your base.
That's what's making it so creamy.
Right, and then that's going to be followed up with turkey gravy, and then we also have the smoked pulled turkey breast meat, and then we've got the 2 cheeses. We've got the smoked Gouda. We've got the goat cheese. Then we also have the whole berry cranberry sauce.
Very good. That little bit of sweet really balances out the mashed potatoes and the dressing and all the other stuff.
Yeah, and there is dressing on it too. Yeah, good call. And then there's also a balsamic vinegar glaze on it as well.
And this is turkey. This isn't like ground turkey. Is it ground turkey? This is like a turkey breast or turkey.
Natural turkey breast that's been smoked. Right.
It's good. Every bit of it.
All right, Sully, you've tried it now. What do you think?
I like it.
All right.
He did one yesterday. I liked this well.
Are you still grouchy about the cheese?
We thought there was too much mashed potatoes on it, so you kind of thin that out.
Oh, there's never been too much mashed potatoes. Really?
So how long did this one have to cook?
This took about 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
That's all.
At 450.
Do you think you should have cooked it a little longer? Would it have put a crust on the top if you did? Do you know?
It would. Just a little bit.
You'll have to kind of play with that and see what the perfect amount. So we're going to be serving this at Turkey Fest on the 16th.
And I forgot the magic seasoning. We have a new.
Oh, that's right.
We have a new product from Whiskey Bent. It is the pecan cranberry barbecue rub.
That is perfect for this.
And it is, it's the secret ingredient that ties this all together.
Now that is in our paint department because it's flammable. So it's next to paint thinner.
Okay.
Yep. So. Well, Scott
Lataka, thank you very much. You can see Scott in the grill department. He's usually behind the counter.
Scott is very knowledgeable. He knows all things grills. What was your first grill that you ever owned?
Oh, gosh. I'd have to say Weber.
The old kettle grill?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we all had.
So how many grills do you have at home? Obviously, I know that you're a Big Green Egg.
Yep. After burning through 4 of those, like stainless steel, regular propane grills, they get turned on to the egg. And
so you pretty much always do egg?
Just about, yeah. And I've got a Traeger. I use it from time to time, but the egg is my mainstay. But then also have a Gosney Rock Box and
Gosney is the pizza box.
That's a pizza box, yeah.
Yeah. So
you're a gadget guy. You like them all.
Oh my gosh, yeah. My wife just rolls her eyes every time I bring something.
So I was going to say, do you ever bring home a paycheck, or is it always in kind type materials from Sullivan Hardware?
Yeah, usually at the end of 2 weeks he owes us about $100.
Yeah, I'm going to say, my gosh.
He's a perfect employee.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
Works and buys.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you very much, Scott.
Thank you, Scott. So good.
Thanks, everybody.
Delicious. It's a winner.
239-9393 is our number. Coming right back with more 93
The
WIBC.
speed round's coming up.
What started on a cold, rainy morning.
It wasn't raining.
That's what it says in the script.
It was foggy.
It ends on a sunny fall day. The speed round, where we take your calls at 239-9393, and we take them quicker than you can ever imagine. The speed round is brought to you by
Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Listen, great pricing on Lazy Boy, Indiana-made Smith Brothers furniture, mattresses made in Indiana, and maintenance-free outdoor furniture. Listen, Patty, it's free delivery up to 75 miles. It's ThompsonFurniture.net.
Who's ready for the speed round?
Let's go.
Hey, I wanted to mention our holiday kickoff sale goes until tomorrow. So all the coupons will, I think some people come each day.
I'm looking at three sisters wearing
right.
gobble, gobble, gobble T-shirts, and they're a hoot.
That's right, because they know Thanksgiving is part of this whole thing.
Yeah.
And people always go, what about Thanksgiving? What about Thanksgiving? Why don't you have any Thanksgiving stuff? It's like I always say, why don't you sing me a Thanksgiving song?
Besides Over the River and Through the
on
Woods.
A backyard fence, and he sang this sad, sad tune. Thanksgiving Day is coming, gobble, 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 and I'm going to be eaten soon.
That's our house orchestra. So do you think I can take a call from the news center?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
Let's just see who's on News Center.
Hey, Charles, is that you?
Yeah, I don't know how I wound up. It must have been some strange force from another galaxy.
Yeah,
here.
you were on you were on another line. We kept thinking it was the news center talking to somebody.
Yeah, well, I'll give you the business. No, but I want to say God bless all of you and your families and everybody in Radio Lane, all of our visitors. And I want everybody out there to put your hand on your radio and generate the good power of the Lord to get Allison back to normal. Hallelujah.
Oh,
okay.
Okay. But anyway,
we kind of like her
I
like
will
this.
mention two of my cheap impersonations of the president, Grover Cleveland. He was the 22nd, 24th. Listen to this impersonation. How great you are.
Okay.
Don't forget to vote. Sounds just like him, don't it?
That was.
Yeah. Are you alive or dead? Are you alive?
Okay. My
That was
favorite,
really good.
though, here's my impersonation of President James Monroe. Wait a minute, I got three Swifties you've never heard of before. I'm ready for. I'll make it real quick.
Okay.
My impersonation of President James Monroe, the fifth president of the United States. Are you ready?
Yep.
Is there a doctrine in the house? Is this thing on? No, but seriously.
See, that's the doctrine. You
back
guys
in the
get that, the
70s,
Monroe Doctrine.
Late 60s, early 70s, they started all this nostalgia stuff, with all the Batman and everything else. They had what they called Tom Swifties, based on that the character back in the 20s and 30s. And I found a page from a catalog in the 70s that listed the top three. One of the stations had these. The gimmick of it was you could get $101 if you had the right one. So the third place one, and this is how they called them, Tom Swifties. What's that up in the road? A head? And the second one was, here was number two. What are we having for supper, Mother? But here's the one that won that person $101. You ready for this one? Then you can get the dump. And Allison, you take care and get sugarless cough drops to do the job. You ready? The number one winner of this thing, was, I'll have a hot dog, Tom said with relish.
There you go, Charles the Genius.
Woo!
So do you guys remember when Dennis Miller was on Monday Night Football?
Yes, he was fun.
He was fun, but he's very complicated jokes. So there was a website you could go to understand what Dennis Miller was talking about.
Translation.
And I think there's something similar with Charles. You have to go. You have to kind of let it soak in, and the next day you go to the website and then go, oh yeah, the Monroe Doctrine. Oh yeah, it's a thinking man's show. So
nothing wrong with that.
Yep. Well, that's all I have.
Okay, let's shut it down.
Yep.
But no. Let's talk about this because I want to see people get as much money out of Pat's pocket as possible. There's a sale going on here.
That's right.
And I plan on getting in your knickers for at least 25% of one of these.
Knickers?
That's appropriate.
That's your back pocket.
That's where he
your
keeps
wallet.
his box cutter.
Yeah, that's where he keeps his box cutter.
That's right. You're gonna.
Oh boy.
You're gonna go ahead and leave a bleeding man. Festival of Trees.
I don't care about the Festival of Trees. That's tonight or tomorrow, whenever. But I want to talk about your sale. Help people out here.
Historical Society has every year their Festival of Trees. It's November 15th through January 4th. Starts Tuesday. I'm sorry, it goes Tuesday through Saturday each week, 10 to 5, Sunday 12 to 5, $20 for adults, $5 for kids. And the presenting sponsor is Sullivan Hardware and Garden.
Yay! Thank you, Sullivan Hardware and Garden.
We're glad to do it. It's a fun event. I don't think we can have enough Christmas. You know, if you think about how many fall events we have in this city, all the different farms and stuff, I still think we're a little light on holiday Christmas entertainment.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I just think, so there's the Sullivan Express.
Right.
There's Newfields.
Right.
There's
Children's Museum.
Children's Museum.
There's
Zoo.
Zoo. State Museum.
I shouldn't have, well, what do they have at the State Museum?
All of the old LSR stuff.
But is it an event? I mean,
Oh, yeah, they have events every day. Singers, carolers, all the whole thing.
Okay. Maybe there is. Never mind, I said that.
Well, I mean, that's 5.
Festival of Trees.
A handful.
Conner Prairie?
Well, what's the point?
Conner Prairie has breakfast and stuff?
Hilbert Circle Theater, you got Yuletide.
Yeah, Yuletide. Okay.
All right, so what was the point you're trying to make?
Carmel, Chris Kendall Market.
Oh, yeah.
And there's so much. Some of these places need to close down.
There's a lot.
Because obviously there's too much. There's too many events. So somebody needs to pull the plug.
Wait a minute. Are you running for office because you were arguing both sides of that coin?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you're definitely in
Listen,
politics.
there's something for everybody on all sides of town.
I'll know. I like to work with strong, smart women.
Don't look at me.
Is that
what?
Is that
you look started. I'm doing the best I can.
I like to put strong women not only on the truck dock but in the office.
You got Squeaky Magoo over here, and then you got the world-class radiothon.
Because they're strong.
Hall of Famer
and they
over
can
here.
Lift stuff.
And they can lift stuff. Not that type of strong-willed woman.
The what? Oh yeah.
Cameron, turn on her microphone. We'd like to hear her squeak.
Should have heard like yesterday. I could hear it downstairs.
This was about the bird?
There was 2 birds in our office, and we have a lot of smart women up there. But when it comes to a couple house sparrows, man, oh man.
A lot of screeching.
They are not fans.
A lot of
They are not fans.
I was the only one with the sweatshirt walking around.
It's a bird.
Did you catch him?
We got some hardware guys to come up and help us.
Oh yeah.
Thank
That's
you,
what every smart
one of them,
woman.
whoever caught one of them.
I've seen these 2 faces at a Taylor Swift picture.
Amazing.
That was Wally.
That is like a wrangler, like a kangaroo wrangler.
Yeah,
that's able to just. I'm gonna get it.
Wally used to have. Wally's another one that used to have a pet raccoon. He did.
He had a possum. He told me he had a possum.
Not a possum?
You know, Gert used to do roadkill stew for the people in Carmel.
Yeah.
She'd go out and get a possum or a raccoon, cook it. Gert, I know you're listening. Roadkill Gert is what we called her.
Hey, part of the Sullivan Express tickets, which are on sale right now at sullivanhardware.com, but we also have the North Pole Comedy Club that runs between the 27th and 30th. And this year it's Dave Wilson, but Pat Godwin from the Bob and Tom Show.
Oh, yeah.
And Pat does a really good show. Now, he generally cancels on me at an inappropriate time after I've sold tickets, so I'm hoping that he'll be here.
It should be a penalty if he pulls out.
Oh, well, you know what? He's got to make a living,
Terry and I will do it.
He goes to the highest bidder. So Pat Godwin will be here 27th through the 30th, maybe even the 31st. We're thinking about having a big New Year's Eve party. Comedy and...
Is that nude?
It's all nude.
Oh, boy.
Yep. It would be just like the YMCA of old.
YMCA of
that
old.
story. Making
Whatever
its way
it is.
out there.
I know, once they find out.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, have a great day. Abdul is in the house. He's coming up next. The first day, tomorrow morning, 93 WIBC.